Good morning. Good morning. I am here today. Can you guys hear me? Let me make sure. Yeah, you can. All right. I am here today. Oil is up. The Nasdaq is up. Marvell is up. MU is up. And markets are interesting right now. Nasdaq at 30.771 here, 30,770. It's very close to all-time highs. If you take a look at the Nasdaq here, we are very close to all-time highs. We got a lot of stuff going on overnight, really. And markets are kind of nonsensical right now, I think. We had more escalation overnight, which pushed oil higher. Oil hit 97s for WTI crude this morning, $97 a barrel. And the Nasdaq is also up simultaneously, which, again, is kind of strange. We had the JOLTS report come in pretty hot yesterday. And today we have the ADP monthly report. This is not the stupid weekly report from ADP. This is the monthly report that we get at 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. But there was more escalation overnight. That's why oil is up. The U.S. disabled a Botswana-flagged oil tanker headed to Iran, struck another target. Iran, in response, fired some stuff at us, and both sides are basically saying it was a success, right? So, that's kind of how it goes. CENTCOM says all the attacks on U.S. forces failed, but the IRGC says they were precise and intensive and warns further action if it escalates more. Trump did speak in a Pod Force 1 interview at 5:05 a.m. Central Time, so that's 6:05 Eastern Time. He said, "We are working on a deal with Iran." That single comment helped immediately pull crude back from highs. Again, crude hit 97s. It's back down to 95s right now for WTI crude. Rubio says that they have mined large segments of the Strait. Also said war in Iran is over, directly contradicting some of the stuff we got overnight. MU is still up to 1030s here. So look at oil real quick. First of all, here's oil. Oil's at 95.90s right now. It hit 97s, and then we got some optimistic comments from the president, which kind of shows how sensitive everything is. But yeah, MU is up today. 1080s right now for MU. HBM4 demand is sold out through this year. 50 to 60% of total customer demand locked in. NAND and DRAM prices are structurally elevated, obviously. SanDisk is also ripping up here. You can see SanDisk at 1740 again. Marvell is up huge after Jensen Huang yesterday said it could be the next trillion-dollar company at the Computex thing. HPE is still up on elevated earnings. You can see HPE, but it did pull back some today. Look at HPE down from 64.20s at the opening bell. It's all the way back down to 50. So HPE is pulling back some. We do have some earnings today. We have AVGO Broadcom earnings at the closing bell today. We had like Macy's and some other ones dropping, but Broadcom is up in anticipation of this release. Alphabet is still kind of lagging some. You can see it dropping right now in pre-market. Alphabet's down to 355 this morning, which is Google. They had news yesterday on a $80 billion raise for AI infrastructure. Berkshire is investing $10 billion of it. Palo Alto is also down. But remember, guys, yesterday the JOLTS report showed up stronger than expected. Let me say hello to the chat here real quick. What's up, chat? Artist Vanessa, good morning. Ava, Old Hack, Chamal, Toxic, Rooftop, G, Serpent, Steve, Brian, Yellow, Max, Kaltenberg, Dragos, Womble, Don, Toxic. I think I said Toxic already. Want to be a trader? Brad, Bog, Nikolai, Big Slum, Gamer, Kaltenberg, Pew, Jay, Ashun, Tom, Palantirs, Nia, F, Bam Bam, Dragos, Checkerboard, Classic Car Guy, Edward, Java, Jono, Shuckle, Digital, Sam, F, Cute Ball Man, Alt, Caesar, Red Candles, Stonks, The Turd. What's up, dude? Digital Content. ADP should come in better than expected. Yeah, we'll see what ADP does. Well, we will see what ADP does today. I don't really know what ADP is going to do, but it is the monthly report for ADP. So, we have two ADP reports that drop on a week in which we do not have a monthly report from ADP. We usually get a Tuesday report, which is much less influential here. But today is the monthly report. Bitcoin is also all the way down to the 67s level. It hit 65s this morning for Bitcoin. So you can kind of see Bitcoin is still down from where it was yesterday. It creeped into under 70 yesterday. Still down. What's up, Proxy, Thinker? I wish I had a robot.
Good morning, all.
Brit's here. Yeah, Brit's here. Yeah, you know me. I'll just keep talking. And so Brit's here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like to let you do your intro thing before I interrupt.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I see somebody talking about IREN. NBA 30-year mortgage rate showed up at 6.57% today. 6.57. The IRGC Navy reiterated that only Iran's designated route is safe for traffic in the Persian Gulf, and violating vessels will be targeted, they say. The president also said the Chinese president Xi looks up to the United States. Medtronic released earnings. But Tasnim also reported, quote, despite Trump's fantasies, Iran has not given any response to the Americans in the past few days, end quote. And so more escalation. Trump did speak earlier. He said the stock market is doing very well. He said we have very little inflation. And he said that they are working on a deal with Iran. This was a Podforce 1 interview. And crude dropped from 97s down to the 95s level it's at now. You know, I'm tempted to buy oil right here, to be honest. Like, look, here's oil. I'm tempted to buy it. The problem is that we've had a lot of news come out already this morning, and I'm worried I'm going to get in, and then it's going to be like, you know, the U.S. and Iran are imminently getting ready to sign a deal right now. And then oil is going to dump, and I'm going to lose money. That's what I'm worried about, guys. What do you guys think? Hey, nice, Sam. 50K eval in 3 hours yesterday. That's great, bro. Congrats. 81%. That's nice, man. Good job, dude.
Yeah, I think that won't happen unless you get in on it.
One can talk about oneself in third person. No. Well, John does that sometimes. You know, John sometimes does that.
One can certainly do that. Brett does it too, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, he doesn't.
What's up? Good day. How are you doing on that account, Britt, by the way? How you doing on that thing?
I just kind of keep going back and forth, honestly.
What's your P&L? Let's talk about it.
Hold on. I got to log into my other part of my account to look at everything. Hold on.
What's up, Jason? Jado, Zero Cool. I was thinking the same thing, John. Yeah, I'm curious to see where Britt's at on that thing. I don't think he's doing as bad as, like... Again, you guys know me. I'm kind of a degenerate with these type of things, you know? So... You can always use my code, but yeah, don't buy oil yet. I don't know. It's right at the VWAP right there, you know. I'm tempted to. If I do, it's going to be very small. It's going to be like micro crude. But we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. I don't freaking know what I'm going to do with this. Did I make money yesterday? I don't remember. I did. Okay, I did make money yesterday. It was a small day, though. It was like a break-even day. I didn't have the best accuracy yesterday either. I'm trying to see what I made yesterday. Yeah, I made $100 and something. My accuracy wasn't that good though. Like this was me yesterday. Like this was me yesterday. $136. Accuracy 48.4%. My longest trade time was 17 minutes. 17 minutes, bro, yesterday. That might be a record for me, dude. Holding it for 17 minutes? Trump is talking up Iran talks. I wouldn't buy oil at the moment. Yeah, but isn't this every day, though? Look, I'm not attacking, criticizing anything. But every day, I mean, he talks it up. It doesn't mean we're... I mean, it's good, all things considered. I hope he's telling the truth and it's right. I'm not attacking him. I'm just saying I hope it's legit and like. But we've heard so much back and forth with it. You know, Bitcoin again. Another big story, guys, is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is hit by geopolitical and rate fears. So after the JOLTS report yesterday, Bitcoin understandably fell. And the reason for this, guys, just to understand this at home, is that the stronger the economy is, the stronger labor is, the worse for Bitcoin. Why? Because Bitcoin wants easy. Bitcoin wants printing. That's going to benefit Bitcoin. And so whenever we have a JOLTS report that shows up noticeably stronger, with more business expansion and less quits, it makes rate odds go up. It makes yields increase. You know, if you look at yields this morning, let's see where the yields are at. I haven't taken a look at them yet. Here's 10-year. It looks like yields are up from where they were yesterday. No. Let's see, here's a 5-day chart. This is us today. Yeah, yields are up, right? So this is where we were yesterday right here. And this is where we are today. We're right here. So yields have increased, showing higher interest rate sentiment. Basically, markets are getting baked into stronger labor. Jolts are stronger. And we'll see what the ADP shows today. This is kind of like prelim NFP data, is what the ADP payroll report. It usually precedes NFP report by 2 days. It drops on Wednesday, and then NFP drops on Friday. So that's what we got today, is the prelim NFP report is really what this is. And it will influence yields to a certain extent. It is the monthly report, so it's not the weekly one that doesn't really have much of an influence. It's the monthly report, and the monthly report is more relevant for sure today. Where's the beacon of dishonesty? He's here. Can y'all not hear him? Oh, yeah,
I'm right here. I was just letting John talk while I logged into something. So I had 4 green days last month and 2 red, and 1 red and 1 green so far this month. I'm at 25,308 of 26,250 target.
So you made $300. That's good.
Yeah. I keep going. I was doing a little better, but I keep dropping back down and then going back up. I'm kind of breaking even for the most part, honestly, across all the days, even though I've had more green days than red.
Sorry, this has up. My X page is up right now. Hold on, let me turn my P&L off. But yeah. I see OpenAI Sam Altman will be attending the G7 conference in France later this month after an invitation from French President Emmanuel Macron on CNBC. Yeah, so I'm looking at this. The SEC has officially designated Bitcoin and crypto as a key focus in its new 5-year playbook. Macy's showed some earnings. Yeah, and I'm just kind of scrolling through Twitter right here just so you guys can see. Like, I'm looking at some of these data prints right here. Tesla's UK car sales in May up 18% year over year to 2,812 units. German government spokesperson says our focus is on ensuring that the existing EU-US trade agreement is now implemented. We have no doubt that the existing agreement will be honored. Europe throws an extra U in a lot of words here. A lot of words.
Favorite color, things like that.
Right, color. COLOUR. Listen, I'm going to preface what I'm about to say with I know that's probably the correct way to do it. I just assume that's how it was originally done, and like us weird, American folks changed it. Is what I'm assuming here. And that's fine. That's fine. Listen, I'm not against you. If you're from Europe, Sam, I know you're probably sitting there like, bro, y'all got it wrong. I get it. I get it. We probably do. I
don't feel bad about it. Language changes. I mean, if you hear like old English, it sounds nothing like modern English or even English from 100 years ago, 150 years ago.
Yeah. Keo is in the chat right now. Keo, I'm still trying to figure out, no offense, how to say your name. Is it? Oh, I can see it separated now if I click on your phone. Keo Ville, welcome. Hopefully I said it right. If I didn't say it right, let me know. I'll get it right. I'll get it right. But welcome. What's up, G? G-Man, what's up, dude? Good morning, man. Win rate is 83%, 0.14 up from last trade day. Keo Ville. Okay, gotcha. That's a cool name. I like it. Oh,
thanks for the encouragement, Max, and others.
Yeah. Just joined. Are y'all arguing about Trump? No, we're not. We're arguing about language. Got it, Keo. I'm on it. What's up, XEO? Morning. Lurking before I start work. Listen, I appreciate it. Lurkers, show yourself here early in the morning. You'll get more attention right now because you won't be drowned out by all the people that join us for the data. SpaceX trying to dump a garbage pile on retail investors. Which stocks could affect the removal of the PDT rule? I would watch Webull. I'd watch Robinhood. I'd watch brokerages. I think they're going to earn more. Even if they don't charge fees, like Robinhood technically doesn't charge fees. But I think they're going to make more from the spread anyway. When people take more trades after the PDT rule is gone. What's up? Jacob Coffee. What's up, Jacob Coffee? I'm assuming you just swapped the first 2 letters out of your first and last name, and your real name's Jacob Coffee. What's up, dude? My favorite background for morning work, Sabars. I appreciate it. What's up, Creamy Goodness? Good morning to you as well. What's up, VA? X. John, can I ask you a question? Promise you won't ban me. can't do that. I mean, you could ask, and as long as it's not crazy or mean or, you know, you know. But if it's crazy and mean, you're gonna get banned in here. You know, you'll get instant banned. I'm gonna be like Thor. You know, if it's too bad here, if it's too bad. But go ahead, bro. Ask your question, dude. I'm pretty understanding. I might ban you right now just for asking that question. Hey, AMD to the moon? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I watched Pulp Fiction with my daughter the other day, and I kind of feel like Uma Thurman right now in that movie. Like, I can't tell you I'm not going to ban you before you ask the question. Depends on what the question is, bro. But I'm pretty understanding. I would say I'm in the top 3 most understanding people out there. Even the trolls, I usually let them hang out here, you know. I've seen some people that were once trolls in this chat room, and I was so understanding about the trolling that they're now regular viewers, and they're still watching, you know.
You're an understanding guy, John, and you look just like Uma Thurman, you know.
Britt, you're banned for life for that, okay?
I don't even care.
You should care, dude. You know, you should care.
Well, I mean, maybe a little.
Hang up on Britt. I'm gonna hang up on Britt. He's banned for life. You know. Let me get Britt back in here. All right, AMD sudden jump was a analyst price increase. Yeah, I mean,
he hung up on me.
I'm back here. I'm back. You just described me. I came here to troll and stayed. Did your daughter like the movie? She actually did not like it at all. She actually did not like.
It's not a good movie.
Yeah, I watched Contact with her yesterday. No, day before yesterday. And she liked Contact way more. I guess it's more of a younger person's movie. Pulp Fiction's kind of heavy and kind of weird. And, you know, she recognizes that Tarantino has this weird obsession with feet. She loved Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but she also couldn't ignore the fact that there's a lot of feet in his movies. And so I think it kind of like, you know, anytime there's a foot, she's kind of like, all right, bro. Like, all right, Quentin. Like, what are you doing here with all these feet? It's like to win a poker hand showing table your cards. Yeah, exactly, PP. Thank you. Dude, thank you. Yeah, with Jodie Foster. That's right. Really anyways, let me get back to markets. I'm distracted right now. I wanted to buy oil here. I'm still thinking about buying oil right here. Ugh, talk me out of buying oil right now. It looks interesting here. It looks interesting. I'm thinking about buying it. We're right at the VWAP right here. We're right at the VWAP.
Appreciate the love, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, we're right here. We're right at the VWAP. We can creep back into this higher volume node right here, and then maybe we'll range up to like 96.5s, and I can take a trade there.
No, I didn't see anyways. No jinx.
It's looking better for a long now, building a base. Yeah, I think so. I'll take one. We'll take one little micro, maybe two actually here. It's a risky trade right now with all the news coming out this morning, though. It really is. Like, this is a risky trade right now, bro. I'm hoping we hold, but, you know, who freaking knows what we're going to do.
Well, it makes you feel any better. You know, Tesla's UK new car sales in May are up 18.05% year over year.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Wait, when do Tesla delivery numbers drop? What's today? It's the 6th. Okay, that's the quarter. So Tesla delivery numbers should be coming out sometime soon, right? Or is it the next month? Okay. Okay, so I'm sorry, they'll come out. We're still in June, which is the last month of the quarter. So they'll come out in July, my bad. All right. Yeah, we got some time. We got some time. Hey, what's up, Faye?
Morning, Faye.
Yeah, he did say we might get a deal done by Labor Day. But again, you got to take it with a grain of salt because, you know, he's going to say good things.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna hold my breath. I hope it happens.
Yeah, me too. But I also have been here before, and yeah, it's definitely not a certainty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to do a little bit of damage control, probably after what happened overnight. A little bit more escalation overnight is what I'm assuming here with it. Another day, another deal. Good market focus. News is ADP numbers. Yeah, ADP numbers released live at 8:15 market time today. 8:15 market time. It is now 7:40 market time. So we still got about 35 minutes. ADP data is expected today.
What's it expected at?
110,000 on the month.
Okay.
110,000. We have services PMI and ISM services at 10 today. So we do have more data coming out. And again, this is kind of the prelim payroll report. So ADP data is kind of like the prelim payroll report. And so that's kind of what we're in now is prelim payroll data. Labor Day 2027. Yeah, maybe. Asia was wild last night. London was trash. I was going to stream the Asian Open, but I had a meeting I had to do, you know. My timer shows another 3 hours of down, so I expect the data to be bad. Your timer? How does your timer predict market direction? Tell me, please. My estimate is 133K. Yeah, I mean, listen, if we show up at 133K for ADP data, that is going to make yields rip. And markets might go down on it. It's hard to tell which way markets go. I think it depends on if markets are coinciding with Bitcoin in that regard, where Bitcoin is down because of higher yields. And so if markets want rate cuts, you know, we might potentially go down on stronger job numbers, right? I don't necessarily think we're in that case. We were in that case, you know, CPI and PPI used to get a lot more hype like a few years ago in like 2022, 2023, 2024 even. But since then, they've kind of faded a little bit in interest just because everything going on with Iran and with government shutdowns and everything, the data was delayed. They just kind of got less hype, you know. My microwave is 3 minutes late, bearish day. Yeah, I had to stick my hot pocket to the microwave for a couple extra minutes, so it's definitely going to be a bearish day today. London looked like hot dog water. When is Labor Day, bro? When is Labor Day? All right, I'm in oil right now. I don't really trust it. We'll see. But I'm in oil. We are green. I did buy it. Oil right at the volume weighted average price here. So we are right.
Labor Day is Monday, September 7th is Labor Day.
Oh, well, we got some time. Did he say until Labor Day? We get a deal by Labor Day? Is that what he said?
I don't know.
What was the Trump quote? Let me see. What was it? Hold on. I got to find this. Because that's like 3 months away. Marcus might react bearish to that. Let me find the Trump quotes here. Macy's reported earnings as well. Medtronic did also. Trump said China's President Xi looks up to America. Rubio and Vance are both great. We don't need boots on the ground to achieve Iran aims. Have a very good relationship with Thune, he says. He acknowledged to speaking to Netanyahu in angry terms. So we did get news yesterday that the president, and this was from some type of insider, he basically said to Netanyahu, quote, "You're effing crazy," end quote, in a heated call accusing him of escalating the conflict and jeopardizing U.S.-Iran negotiations. And so he did acknowledge that he spoke to him. Trump acknowledged he spoke to him in angry terms. He also said Iran's Ayatollah is involved in negotiations and that he has a very good relationship with Netanyahu. But he said the stock market is doing well. We'll probably meet with the Iran Ayatollah at some point. He said could have the blockade of Iran lifted by Labor Day. So by September? I'm wondering if he's saying this just because he knows people might interpret that as a while away. So you're going to have the blockade lifted by 3 months? In 3 months? Yeah, I did see that news. Just to mix it up. He's saying this for stock market, obviously. Because he's always saying now. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know what we're going to get. I really don't know. Again, do me a favor. Hit that like button on the stream. Hit the subscribe button. Give me a follow right here at Beginner Trades. We're going to be doing another giveaway, and it's going to be for followers on x.com at Beginner Trades today. Another one. Another one is what we're going to be doing. Yeah. Oil, again, hit 97s. Here's where the president spoke right here. So he spoke right here. The market interpreted this as de-escalation, though.
I don't know what to think anymore, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're halfway. Honestly, this year's flying by, bro. This year is moving. Like, we are moving this year in markets. Ugh. Halfway into 2026. That is kind of a wild thing. All right, guys. Yeah, we have exactly 30 minutes until the ADP report goes live. People still trying to do exclamation point BGT. I don't know. Somebody told me to do like a duck race or something like that. Nasdaq, hold on, is wiggling a little bit here. And oil is spiking up some, I think. No, oil's not really moving, but look at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq's wiggling down. I'm long in oil right now.
Siren sound in Misgav AM in northern Israel.
Let's see.
That was a minute ago, but...
Yeah, I see that. Maybe it'll help my oil trade. Not quite yet. We're about flat in this oil trade.
That's honestly, the sirens in northern Israel is not new. I think most people have evacuated from northern Israel at this point anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Universal? Dodd, are you Pew? You gotta be Pew. How many accounts do you have, bro? You know, you gotta be Pew. How many accounts did you have, bro? The duck race is used by a lot of people. The duck race, you can do a horse race. You can do a... Is it like a motorcycle race too, I think? Marvell still cooking. There's only one Pew, sir. Bro, you know you just log back in. You and Don...
Until y'all type something at roughly the same time.
Exactly. Same time. I need to see both of y'all type at the same time. Both of you guys, both Pew and Don say... Pew, I want you to say Pew, and I want Don, I want you to say Don simultaneously. All right, we're going to time this up for 10 seconds from now. 10, 9, 8. Hold on, I'm selling my oil here because oil is dipping. I don't know why it's dipping, but oil's dipping.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, I mean, I think they pretty much proved it. They're one person apart. You can't get much closer than that.
Okay, all right, fair. They could be logged on 2 different devices.
Dude, come on.
Look, guys, we're like Sherlock Holmes in here right now, bro. I'm like Sherlock. I'm like old Sherlock. My daughter's been watching young Sherlock. I'm like old Sherlock. Okay.
Old decrepit, senile Sherlock.
Everything is a conspiracy, Brett. Everything. You know. That's what I've learned.
Oh, I know.
You know, I've developed
I'm way more of a conspiracy theorist than you, I think. Oh, actually, I don't know about that. I'm pretty big conspiracy theorist too, though.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are a bit true. To be honest, over time, you know.
Oh, I know.
That's a different story. I'm not going to get into it, but
no, me either. But like, is it a conspiracy when like 90% of the things that people say is a conspiracy turn out to not be false?
Yeah. All right. So, Swiss President Parmelin on X met with U.S. Trade Representative Greer on the sidelines in Paris, reiterated Swiss position on forced labor. Yeah. So,
Swiss President Parmesan.
Yeah, I've developed a specific set of skills. You know. Bitcoin's still falling though here, guys. Look at Bitcoin come down. Bitcoin under 67s right now. 66.9s. See, oil just faked me out completely. I was long in it, and we dropped a little bit and then went up. It's too early for me to trade, I think, oil. 1.1 thousand for MU today. MU's close to it, brother. MU really is close. We're at 1070s here, 1070s. We're pretty close. Bitcoin went to 65. Yeah, it did. It hit 65s. It didn't quite get down to 65 even, but it got down to like 65 something early this morning. It got down to 65, 360s. I'm trading CL futures. I'm down in it though. Again, I cut it. I would have made money here. This is what I'm trading: CL futures, micro CL futures, to be honest. But we were right at the VWAP for futures. I maybe should have held. It's hard to trade. It's a news-driven market, so I don't have insider information, so it's hard to trade.
Don says Pew is his childhood hero.
I know. See that? MVLL is the move. I sold my Q's position in every account I have, including retirement. You think chips are overextended, sir? Let's do a poll. What's a good poll today, guys? Let's do a poll. What's a good poll? What's a good poll, guys? Give me a good poll for today.
Dude, I'm blanking.
Marvell, I chickened out at 325s. Knicks or Spurs? I don't know, man. Labor Day over and under? Okay, that's a good one. Do we get a deal done by Labor Day? Do I capitalize Labor Day? I guess so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the holiday, yeah. Do we get a deal done by Labor Day? Yes or no? There's the poll. I'm assuming most people are going to say no. But do you get
a pretty long ways off? I'm
3 months
further off the goal point. I mean the goalpost. The more optimistic I get.
Yeah, I can already pick. No, I already know. Like most people are going to say no, just based off of the general sentiment I usually read in the chat. Most people are going to say no.
Yeah, most likely.
Define deal, either a MOU or I mean, an MOU is kind of iffy. I think we'll get an MOU before then. But whether we get a finalized like end of the conflict, not just a ceasefire, it's up in the air. I don't know. I hope we do, but
does that mean it's an Iran summer this year, not a Brat summer?
Yeah. Labor Day makes sense cyclically. Yeah.
You take that U out of there.
Yeah, dude, for sure, dude. He's Canadian. He's okay. I like Canadians.
I don't care. That's our holiday.
Yeah, we started watching Trailer Park Boys, my wife and I. It took a little while to get into, but now we're kind of watching it. That's good. I used to live in Canada, and Trailer Park Boys used to come on, and I just refused to watch it. You know, they would have like Degrassi, Trailer Park Boys. I'm a man of culture, guys. A man of culture.
I'd rather watch Degrassi.
Yeah, Degrassi wasn't bad, honestly. I was young when I was like a teenager at the time, and so it was all right. Young Drake was on there. Young Drake. All right, guys, so Nasdaq's jumping up a little bit right now. Let's see if there's a reason for this. You know who I feel like right now with my hair? I feel like the Ancient Aliens guy. You know, with my hair right now.
The Giorgio Tsoukalos, or whatever, the
Greek guy. Yeah, I feel like him right now with my hair. You know?
I mean, you look just like him. You know?
I feel like that right now. Aliens, guys. Aliens. Yeah, the Nasdaq just jumped. I'm trying to check breaking news here. I don't see anything.
Me either.
Here's the Nasdaq. Nasdaq just broke all-time highs 10-15 minutes ago. Got up to 30,794. 85 was the previous all-time highs. But we are now up pretty significantly in the Nasdaq. Yeah, I see the Canadians showing up in chat, trying to support their shows. I get it. At T600.
Who's your favorite Canadian, John? Mine is GSP.
I was gonna pick him, dude.
Too bad. You got to pick Rory McDonald.
Nah, Rory McDonald. I mean, no offense, but he wasn't that good. He disappointed me too much.
He was really good, but he had a really short peak, you know.
Yeah.
And he also, I mean, like, he was really good, but he was no GSP.
I'm gonna go with Seth Rogen. That's my favorite Canadian. Yeah.
All right. Well, who would win? You know, between GSP and Seth Rogen. in a fight.
I think Seth Rogen might have a shot. He might have a shot. You know?
Based on what I saw in the Green Hornet, you know.
Do you think a correction is coming? I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I think we get at least one major correction of 10% usually every year. Now, whether we'll get a larger correction than that, time will tell. I think eventually we're going to get a correction. Eventually, it's an inevitability, to quote Thanos, that we're going to get a crash eventually. You keep throwing darts at a dartboard, like you keep predicting crashes. Eventually, we're going to crash, right? It might be now, it might be 4 years from now, it might be 15 years from now, but eventually we're going to crash. I think with the AI run that we're getting now, I think AI really is that big technology that changes the world. It's going to change a lot of things about the world. The internet did a very similar thing, but yet we still crashed in 2000, right? So it doesn't mean just because it is that next big technology that we're not going to get a crash. But I think generally, historically speaking, the more useful and the more legit the technology is, the more resilient the market is in that regard. And I think the market's been pushing up a lot because it's getting baked into that dynamic of like AI really is changing the world and it really is useful. 4 years ago, we heard people talk about it and a lot of people downplayed it. They were like, oh, it's not that good. It's not that good. And some people are still downplaying it in that regard. But I think as time goes on, people realize it is becoming very useful. It is changing how people produce things. It is changing what you can do in a short period of time. And so I think markets are just getting baked into that use case argument. Now, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a bad thing. Chat, let me know whether you think the rise of AI is good or bad. I'm assuming most people are going to think it's bad. But I think it's probably more nuanced than that. I think there's some good things about it, and there's obviously some bad things. So
I think long term it's going to be worse for us.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I do see the pluses of it, at least in terms of like creating new sectors and technologies and advancing humanity. But I can only go so far, I think.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, Nasdaq's starting to head back up a little bit. It's getting close to all-time highs. Where's oil? Bitcoin's still down at 67,000. Oil is basically sideways here. So again, we got the ADP report in about 20 minutes. About 20 minutes for ADP. Thanks to AI, all YouTube thumbnails look exactly the same. Yeah, they do. AI should be banned. More bad than good.
It can be good and bad. It will be used against us. I mean, it'll definitely be used against us, but I think eventually it won't be used against us. It'll just be against us.
Yeah, Faye says, I think the good will outweigh the bad. It's like a guy with 3 thumbs. Something just ain't right about it. Yeah, but that's getting better too, though. My daughter and I were talking about it. Cartoons are going to be purely created by AI now. And movies probably eventually will as well.
I don't like that idea. I genuinely don't. I don't like the idea of a lack of like human creativity and input.
Yeah. Yeah, and I see Black Mamba say too fast for the majority. No one cares. Money rules. Yeah, for sure. Money's getting baked into it. The use case.
And also, I honestly, I think eventually we're gonna have the whole Skynet situation. I don't know if it'll look just like that, but I do think we're gonna have a problem somewhere down the road.
Yeah, maybe. Just cope with AI eventually. You don't have a choice. Yeah, I mean, AI is getting to that level, though. I was telling my my family about it. Within a few generations, we're going to genuinely be in a situation where, like, virtual reality and AI is going to be one of the base cases of how we live. I think just at the rate it's growing now, I think within a few generations, that's going to be true, probably. All right, so Nasdaq, with all that said, is approaching all-time highs here. Nasdaq is getting up there. It's at 75, which is the previous all-time high. 94 is the new Nasdaq all-time high here. So we're getting very close. Getting very close. Yeah, I think artists are kind of getting hit a lot, obviously, in terms of work. Graphic designers, animators, they're all kind of struggling right now. Understandably so. We'll see what ADP data shows here. We got 15 minutes or so left, 17 minutes. So, are y'all bullish or bearish on the ADP data? Guys, bullish or bearish on ADP? Let me know. Honestly, think there's nothing special about human creativity. I mean, a human brain is a neural network just like AI. Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely that's true. We're like a computer. Situation awareness fun dude says AI will evolve to no human input like Skynet, self-aware type stuff. Yeah, it's a scary thought.
Yeah, the only difference is one neural network created the other one.
Yeah. Fifth Industrial Revolution.
I'm with you, Zero Cool. I mean, I don't know where down the line, but
yeah, y'all bull or bear on the ADP report, guys. Bull or bear? Let me know in chat right now. Bullish or bearish on ADP?
I don't know, probably bull, but
Schaff says bullish.
Really knows. It's kind of hard to predict how.
Obviously,
at this point,
it depends on what the numbers show up as. Numbers show up really strong. I think markets might not like that very much. I think markets want easing. Bitcoin certainly wants easing. You know, yields are going to react to this. If the stronger this is, the higher yields will go. And generally speaking, markets have not reacted well to higher yields in this current market. It's not a perfect correlation though, but generally speaking, markets have not reacted super well to higher yields. And I think like yesterday, we had jolts that was much stronger than expected. ADP is more recent than jolts too, so we'll get a more recent look at where jobs are. And then Friday, obviously, we have the NFP unemployment report. But yeah, I think markets are getting baked into potentially higher yields, but Nasdaq doesn't care that much. It's still at all-time highs. Nasdaq is pulling back a little bit here. We are at the 8 a.m. price point, so markets could just be reacting to 8 o'clock. What's oil doing though? Let's take a look. Make sure it's not catalyst driven. I don't think it is. I think oil is basically stagnant right now. It's been sideways since we started the stream, basically. So Bitcoin is still under. It's at 66,000s now. And the Nasdaq is starting to dip a little bit here though. MU and some stock movement here, guys. Look at MU. Whoa, MU's dropping. This might be why. Look at MU. What's SanDisk doing? Is memory pulling back significantly here? Hold on. Yeah, memory and AMD. This looks like memory related. Look at MU and SanDisk drop. Volume spiked as well. There might be some news on this stuff. Let's see.
Look, I didn't see anything yet, but
I see 10 officials, including U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff, reported financial interest in SpaceX or XAI. I don't see anything either. Stripe, Visa, MasterCard to back new stablecoin platform CoinDesk. Checking up on news. Brazilian industrial production hit. It could just be the 8 a.m. movement here, but the Nasdaq is pulling back some here simultaneously. Here's the Nasdaq. So we got up to highs. Bitcoin's also dipping as well here. And we have less than 15 minutes until ADP data goes live. Less than 15 minutes. Again, jolts yesterday showed up at 7.618 million versus 6.86 expected. They also revised other numbers up. Yeah, Apex did extend their 90% off sale until Tuesday next week. So we are now gunning for Labor Day. Yeah, we did a poll. 66% say no, we don't get a deal done by Labor Day. 34% say yes. Vote on the poll. It's in the chat right now. People moving to Marvell. Yeah, here's Marvell. Up big on the day. This is after yesterday, Jensen Huang. Whoa. Hold on. This is after yesterday, Jensen said that it might be the next trillion-dollar company. Yeah, the Nasdaq just got bought up here. I don't know if it's news driven, but the Nasdaq just got bought up. Nasdaq's pushing to all-time highs. Look at this candle. What's oil doing? Oil's falling down, so this is catalyst driven of some sort. Nasdaq just pushed almost up to all-time highs. Oil fell simultaneously, so it's probably geopolitics related. We don't know for sure, but probably. Look at oil drop simultaneously with an oil spike, or with a volume spike here, and then the Nasdaq pushed up simultaneously. I don't see anything on the tape though.
No, me either. At least
could
not
be
yet.
Insider trades. What's crypto doing? Yeah, ADP data expected at 110,000 today, guys. 110,000. Could be manipulation. Just weird. Oil would go down and Nasdaq would go up simultaneously, and no news unless it's insider. PDT rule be gone. What is it, tomorrow? Right, tomorrow the PDT rule. Nasdaq at all-time highs here, guys. Look at the NQ. All-time highs right here. 30,791. All right, guys. 10 minutes until ADP data.
I just want to do a quick comparison. You said ADP, like non-farm employment change.
Real quick.
Data or whatever.
Sorry, Britt. Nasdaq just ripped over all-time highs. We're at 30,799. So we are over all-time highs in the Nasdaq right now. 30,793s. Hit 99s as well, though. Sorry, Britt. Go ahead. What were you saying? But yeah, we might hit 31,000 soon.
Okay. Would you say the ADP non-farm employment data is predicted at?
I'm showing it's expected. I got a couple different numbers for expectations here. One of them shows about 120K. The other one shows about 110. So 110 to 120,000 is what's expected for ADP data today. 120 to 110,000.
I was just curious because I was looking at it on Lucid's event calendar, and it's forecast at 118 on here. So that's why I was asking.
Right. Yeah, and you can see here we got 9 minutes left until this report drops. They get higher than expected will make yields go up. Lower than expected will probably make yields go down. Do you guys think the market wants higher or lower numbers here? This is one of the more interesting questions for this ADP report is, does the market want higher or lower ADP jobs? Lower means more cuts, more easing potential. Bitcoin will probably like that more. Higher would mean less cuts, less easing. Bitcoin is probably going to go down if that happens. We have the EIA report at 10:30. Yeah, Nasdaq cracked all-time highs. It's back up there. It's almost at 800s. We're getting very close to 31,000. Yeah, Intel is flying this morning as well. And we do have Broadcom earnings this evening. So, I mean, I'm showing 110 to 120,000. Some show 118. Some show 110. Some show 120.
Or gold and silver today.
Gold is down on the day. It's at 44.90s. It's basically been around this spot for a while now, but it's been reeling a little bit. Gold wants lower yields as well. So because of the escalation in the higher yields of the last few days, gold is down because when yields are paying out more, people buy less gold. They buy more bonds because bonds are paying out more. So all right, here we go.
Wait, where we go?
I said, here we go. Nasdaq's still really close to all-time highs. All-time high 799. See if it taps 30,800s here. I think it could. ADP data drops in about 7.5 minutes. Is GameStop really flying up today? You know, good for GameStop. I'm not against it. You know, power to the people. I'm not against it.
Yeah, dude. There's something to be said for actually talking to the person you're buying your video game stuff from.
I like it. I like the experience. I sat out. I was there at some midnight releases.
Well, yeah.
But am I gonna go do that now? Probably not. Probably not. All right. So again, ADP report comes out soon. U.S. government has informed NATO allies U.S. would right-size its contributions to the NATO force model. U.S. European Command says. The Kuwait defense minister says it engaged 13 missiles. Yeah, so we saw some of this news earlier. Kind of already reported on it. But the Nasdaq is reacting to this now. I'm assuming oil's spiking up simultaneously here on this news that we just got. Yeah, oil's jumping up. 95.80s right now. Nasdaq's falling down. This is after news. Somebody probably had maybe some information on this earlier, but Kuwait defense ministry says it engaged a few things, and Israeli military says it intercepted some stuff as well just now, 3 minutes ago. Nasdaq pulling down slightly from the highs. Maybe on this news, maybe just regular pullback here. How much time we have? We have 6 minutes left.
What's the statement you read just a minute ago? Sorry.
Hold on. About the geopolitical stuff?
Yeah.
There's a couple things. U.S. government tells NATO allies it will right-size its contributions.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't know if you'd read that already.
Yeah, I got it.
Sorry, again, sometimes I ADD on you just like you do on me.
Oh, I ADD on almost everybody. I don't try to. It's just...
No, me either. Like, I just... mine just wanders off.
Yeah. Tomorrow's the start date, but PDT rule goes away. Yeah, PDT rule June 4th, tomorrow. What do you guys want to buy right now in markets here? Let's prepare for the ADP report in 5 minutes. I don't know if it's going to move markets. If it comes in flat, it's probably not. But if it doesn't come in flat and it comes in strong or super weak, obviously that's going to be a situation where it might move markets a little bit more. But what are you guys interested in buying right now? I see Nokia. I see Marvell. I see Broadcom. Yeah, DJ, Broadcom earnings go live after the closing bell today. Nasdaq's getting really close to all-time highs again here. If we look at this, we are very close to all-time highs. Very close. PDT rule does not necessarily must go into effect. Yeah, I think the grace period is until next year though. And so, but I think most platforms, just per competition, like they're going to want to compete, they're going to get rid of it pretty quick. Nike. I have leaps on bull. We'll add today. ADP much stronger than forecast equals bonds down, yields up. Yeah. Nasdaq usually down. Nike is way too cheap with World Cup around. Tesla. ABT. Schwab will be June 8th. Nike. See, everybody says the same thing. Suspect. It's a conspiracy. Nasdaq still right at the all-time highs here, though, guys. We got 3 minutes and 30 seconds left.
I'll be the outlier. I want to buy a Super Nintendo.
I like Super Nintendo, bro. Give me some Donkey Kong.
You know it.
The N64 has a more special place in my heart, though.
Mind you, they shouldn't put out enough games. Anyway.
The games were great, though. The games were great. All right, so...
Anyway.
30,800 is a level I'm watching, right over where we're at now, just under the all-time high here. But the Nasdaq is trying here. It's at 794s. Here we go, guys. We have 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. Home Depot. I'm in a Home Depot. I don't know what I want to do with it. DRAM looks solid. All right, guys, here we go. 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes. Long-term Walmart. Strategy on the Bitcoin pullback. When should I panic? Regarding what? GameCube is the most... I never got into the GameCube. I never had one. I had a Super Nintendo. I had a PS2. And then I basically went to Xbox.
I played it a little bit. Like Zelda game for GameCube. That was really good.
Yeah.
Twilight Princess.
All right, Nasdaq is dipping down. We're at 790s here. We have 2 minutes left, guys. Under 2 minutes. PayPal and Coca-Cola. I think I'm in both of those actually right now. I've been holding them for a while. Yeah, I'm in Coca-Cola and PayPal. My average price in Coca-Cola is 66. Is PayPal, my average price is about where we are now, slightly under it. I'm green on it, but not by a lot. If the jobs report is terrible, how much will the market care? I don't know, guys. Like I said, what do you guys think the market wants? You guys think the market wants stronger or weaker jobs today? Because I think stronger jobs are going to make yields spike. And market doesn't necessarily like high yields right now with the inflation worries that we have going on. And so I think it's a little bit different than like a normal scenario because of the conflict. I think markets might fear stronger jobs to a certain extent. Maybe not, though. Jolts was stronger yesterday. Market went up. So we will see. We will see. But stronger or weaker jobs? What do you guys think the market wants? All right, guys. We got about a minute and 10 seconds left. Around 118. Market doesn't care. Weaker to show AI is doing its job. BLS will make it lower or the same. Yeah, here we go. 1 minute. Less than a minute.
Oh no, I do know. I just realized that I've been in a trade this whole time. I accidentally clicked the button more than I meant to, I guess.
Are you green, bro? Are you green?
Not right now. Not doing too bad though.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
considering I didn't realize I was in it, I'm doing all right.
It happens, bro. It happens, dude. All right, so
Yeah.
I'm going to put it in sub-only mode real quick. We have 30 seconds left, guys. 30 seconds left. Let's see what we get. Flat. Market will go up the most. If it's flat. Okay, here we go. 20 seconds left, guys. Hit the live button next to the play button. Put in 2x speed. ADP expected at about 115. 118 on some numbers. 110 on some numbers. Here we go. Less than 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here's the ADP report. 122, stronger than expected. 122, stronger jobs than expected. 122, stronger jobs than expected. Versus about 115, 120 maybe expected. So stronger jobs than expected. The Nasdaq is pulling back some on this report. You heard it here first. We covered it here earlier than everybody else. 122. Nasdaq does not like it. It is dipping down some. Sometimes the first move is the wrong move, but the data did show up at 122K. 122K here. Now, sometimes the first move is the wrong move, but I think this is going to make yields go up, and the market doesn't necessarily like that. And so again, you can kind of see markets dump down on this report some. Not a huge move, but it's something. Yeah, look at the Nasdaq continue to fall on stronger jobs. I think markets are fearing high yields because of the Middle Eastern conflict going on right now. I think markets don't like it necessarily here. I'll put the data actually up on screen and we'll read through it. But again, it showed up at 122 versus 110, roughly expected here. Yeah, so there is the data right here.
My accidental trade worked out in my favor. Hooray!
Yeah, you were short. Okay.
Yeah, I was.
Well, you got lucky today, Britt. Blame jobs, bro. Blame jobs. Yeah, there's the data right there. Nasdaq does not like it. We're actually moving a little bit from this report. Look at this drop. Stronger jobs here, guys. Stronger jobs. Yields. Let's take a look at yields real quick. I'm gonna look at 2-year yields for this. Here's yields right here. Yeah, yields just jumped. They jumped slightly on yields. Yields popped up some. Nasdaq does not like this report at all, unless there's some other news that's influencing this, which I don't think there is. Nasdaq does not like stronger jobs. I told you guys the market might not like it here, bro. I told you guys that the market might not like this. I know. Look. I told you guys yields scare markets right now, and yields are spiking, and so
You're right, Chuck. I knew it the whole time. Wink, wink.
Look at this drop here from this report. Markets really don't like this. Wow. Is it time to buy it here? We're at the 200 exponential. I almost want to buy it. This might be a little overreaction. I mean, it was basically flat. But, man, Nasdaq did not like this at all here. Where's my... Look, I'll trade it. Give me the freaking... Where's my trading platform here? I feel like I'm going to miss out on something. Oh, wait. My trading platform's up right here. I am stupid, guys. All right, I'm going to buy this. I'm going to take some size into this, too. I think this might be an overreaction. All right, we're in here. I'll put my P&L up on screen so you guys. There's my P&L. I'm green right now. Let's see if it holds. I think this could be an overreaction, though.
I mean,
let's see.
It's trying to keep dumping.
Well, it bounced at the 200 exponential here, so we got the 200 EMA. I want to see if this props it up sub short term at the very least.
Oh yeah, no, that still took like just took like $4 in profit just because I was so unsure about what it's gonna do. I went ahead and just got out real quick.
That's fair. All right, so we're consolidating at the 200 exponential here. Again, this report negatively impacted markets here, guys. And again, you can kind of see This data showed up at 122,000. Let's take a look at where the jobs were added here real quick. So you can kind of see the jobs were added. What small companies with 1 to 19 employees, 49,000 jobs gained. Medium-sized small companies, 18 or larger small companies, 18,000 jobs gained. Mid-sized, 10,000 jobs gained. Large companies gained 7,000 jobs. Really large companies gained 40,000 jobs. Natural resources mining lost some numbers here. Construction gained 8K. Manufacturing gained 3,000. Services gained 36,000, and trade, transportation, and utilities. Information gained lost 9,000. Financial activities gained 7K. Professional and business services gained 11,000. Education and health gained 57,000. So that was the largest gain here. Leisure and hospitality gained 8K. Other services gained about 4,000. So yeah, this was the biggest gain were education and health services here, which gained 57,000 jobs. 57,000 jobs. Wait, we're in 7 contracts here? Hold up. I need to reduce my size a little bit. 7? I don't want that many. Although, maybe I should have kept it, but let's see. Very sideways here. We dropped a lot on this report, though. Much more than expected here. What's up, Melody? Thanks so much. Okay, there we go. Okay. Again, I'm building up a cushion, guys, so we took some off here. But...
going for 25 contracts, John. You can do it.
25? That'd be 2.5 minis.
Yeah.
Trying to build up a small cushion on the day, but I already lost a little bit on oil, so we're trading pretty small.
I know, I'm just teasing you.
Jimmy, thanks for the subscribe. I see you, Jimmy. I knew you would subscribe.
You're the man, Jimmy.
I knew you would do it, bro. I knew you would do it. Also, guys, use my Lucid code at exclamation point, or no, I'm sorry, I'm stupid. BGT gets you the max discount. Use it on Apex as well. They extended their sale. You get a 5-pack bundle now with bulk discounts on Apex. Look at this run here. Okay. Man, every time we get up to this level here.
Just gets knocked back down.
Yeah. NQ tap 31,000. Yeah, it's getting close. It's getting close. It dropped a lot on this ADP report. We had a shocking drop on ADP numbers here. So, pretty shocking print on ADP. I'm going to hold this mostly break even on the rest, I think, though. It's taking too long to do anything. We bounced exactly where I bought it, though. John, how much money do you make per day in each account? Good days, like 300 to 500 usually is what I shoot for. 3 to 5, but it depends. It depends on the day. My trading strategy, and I hope you guys can learn from this. Like, my trading strategy is build up a cushion and then take larger risk once you have that cushion, if the conditions are right. And so what I do is I trade small most of the day, building up a small cushion. If I can build up a decent cushion on the day, then I can scale up and take larger risks, right? And what this enables is small losses when I lose and large wins when I win, if that makes sense. And so that's what we're doing here. But let's see. We're almost break even here on the rest, which again, I will hold this mostly break even here. Just really struggling to get up there, though. We'll see. In September, they'll revise jobs down. Yeah, the biggest gains were in healthcare. If you look at the ADP report, let's throw it up again. The biggest gains were in education and health services here. So these were the largest gains in the report. I mostly use micros because I can scale in a lot more, Brian. But everybody's different. Again, if you want to check out Lucid, if you haven't used it yet, you can get a 50K, or you can get a direct to funded account on Lucid. If you haven't used, you can use it twice, right? So if you haven't used it, what I like about Lucid is end of day drawdowns on funded and evals, right? Which means I can build up that cushion like I like to do. You can get 50% off on Lucid, including direct to funded accounts. So if you haven't used it yet, this is about $420, which is very cheap right now for a direct to funded $150,000 account with a $5,000 drawdown, end of day drawdown. and more. I can use 10 minis or 100 micros in a position. So that's what I like using right now. Again, you can check out Lucid right here. I'll put the link up. Great way to help support the channel. And I appreciate it. But yeah, we'll see what we get here.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, there's the link right there if you want to check out Lucid. I like both of them, to be honest, Batty. Both of them are pretty good. Tradeify outside of the sale, like if you use your 2 on Lucid, Tradeify, hold on. Tradeify has the cheapest directive funded accounts outside of the sale, generally, right? So you can get directive funded on Tradeify for pretty cheap also. And the rules are reasonable as well there. Take profit trader's great also. I'm going to take some off here just to lock it in. It's early. We got the dip at the 200 exponential. I'll hold this last little contract and then maybe add back if it goes up enough in my favor here. Wash sale rules, Jay, are basically rules that state that I'm going to put a stop loss level here. Break even. Wash sale rule basically means you can't gain $1,000 on a symbol and then lose $1,000 and then write off your $1,000 loss like you're net down when really you're about break even, right? Like that's basically what the wash sale rule means. Just if you didn't understand it, that's basically what it means. There is no PDT rule that goes into effect tomorrow. The PDT rule that goes into effect tomorrow basically says that it brings the PDT rule down from $25,000. Like basically the PDT rule states that if you have less than $25,000 in a margin account in equity, you can't day trade more than 3 times every 5 rolling day period, right? Which severely restricts you. I just got stopped out on the rest, by the way. Severely restricts you, right? They're changing that from $25K down to $2,000. Most platforms are going to have it available within the next week. So they're bringing it down. If you have $2,000 in equity in your account, then you can day trade actively, is what it is. So also, guys, we are going to be doing a giveaway today. Part of being in that giveaway, you have to give me a follow on x.com at beginner trades. It's x.com at beginner trades. Here's the link. Give your boy a follow. Just got restricted myself. Yeah, it's ridiculous. The real reason they had the PDT rule, and they'll never admit this, but the real reason they had it is so that banks could sit on your money and earn a little bit more interest longer. Like, that's what they were doing. They'll never admit it, but that's 100% what they were doing. And so I think getting rid of it is obviously good. The latest JOLTS data showed that U.S. job openings surged a massive 731,000 jobs in April. Markets were expecting no change, resulting in the largest beat in JOLTS history yesterday. Employment hit 7.6 million on the month, the highest since May. Labor market's bull case for AI is underpriced in now. And then this jobs report was stronger than expected as well. Again, ADP showed up at 122,000. Yeah, so it looks like me setting my stop loss where I did was the right move. Looks like it was the right move. What's the difference between Node PDT and a cash account? Cash account, you can only go long, really, and it's not margin. So basically, you do not get instant settlement in a cash account. You have to wait for your funds to settle. Versus a margin account, which instantly settles. All right, so the Nasdaq's dropping here. Let me make sure we don't have any other news. What's oil doing right now? Yeah, the Nasdaq did not like the ADP report. Oil's jumping up, but not really in a big way.
No, I've been watching news. I don't see anything, and I don't see any tweets either. But let's see. Nope.
Yeah, so this next FOMC meeting is going to be really important. The dollar, I'm seeing a report that the dollar might strengthen if Fed Chair Kevin Warsh signals openness to rate hikes at the June meeting. Says TD security strategist Howard Dew, the Fed Reserve is seen as more hawkish than peers, but waits clear guidance. Yeah, here's oil. Here's the Nasdaq. Nasdaq's still falling here, looking weak. Again, I think markets fear stronger jobs. I told you guys this before the report multiple times. I think that's the dynamic here. Based off of reports and based off of what the market fears. Yields went up on this report, stronger than expected. Kind of continues that trend of rate hike worries. PDT rules is supposed to end tomorrow. It kind of is, but they give them a grace period to enact it, right? So a lot of platforms are going to do it pretty soon, just because of competition. If they don't, their competitors will. And so, but they still give them a grace period. I think the grace period is honestly until 2027 as well. So gold down, oil up. Yeah, Nasdaq down as well. Although no news really dropping. Where's Bitcoin? Bitcoin probably did not like this report, I'm guessing here. But again, sometimes it's hard to figure out what Bitcoin's going to do. Bitcoin honestly is up from this report, strangely enough here, which is very weird movement. Bitcoin's kind of doing the opposite of what you might think it would. Again, less easing with stronger jobs. And Bitcoin is, like, the report came out for Bitcoin right here. And look at it. It's actually moving up from this report, which is very strange. Very strange. Nasdaq down. Nasdaq down is more predictable because, again, Nasdaq does not like higher yields right now. You can see what yields have done from this report. You know, yields jumped. All right, so there's 830. But again, remember, we already had the ADP report show up at 122,000 versus 118 expected. They also revised the last number down to 105. So, slight revision, but... Nasdaq still fading down here. Here's the previous closing price on the Nasdaq. 743 is the previous close. We're at 745s right now. We might go red on the day on the NQ here. Nasdaq's really getting close to red on the day now. Nasdaq just went red on the day technically, guys. Nasdaq's now officially red on the day. Dead cat bounce on Bitcoin right now. How many Labor Days does America have? LOBOUR, in my opinion. Nasdaq is like the woman that has a long butt with a cute face. What is a long butt? Explain that to me, please. What does that mean? What's a long butt, guys? Explain it, please.
I mean, a cute butt with a long face makes sense.
Nasdaq still breaking down here. Look at the Nasdaq fall. Watch us get some news in like 20 minutes. You know, both sides have walked away from a deal. Escalation is here, you know. Look at this. ADP says jobs in the U.S. grew by the most in 16 months in May. It's mostly in healthcare. Look at the Nasdaq tumble.
Really surprising.
Well, there's a lot of fear about AI replacing jobs right now.
I know.
Yeah, Nasdaq just went red on the day. It's now technically red on the day, guys.
Yeah, no, I just mean the healthcare sector. I mean, pretty much always grows. I mean, healthcare costs go up on average like 13 to 15%. I think it's either 13 or 15, but it's 13 to 15% a year.
Centaur, I'm curious too. Yeah, the Fed meeting is in, I think it's on the 16th, or I think it's on the 17th actually. So the Fed meeting is in 14 days. Exactly 2 weeks from now. Does the Nasdaq hold red for the rest of the day? Put yes or no. Let me know. Fake jobs. Hey, nice universal code. You did call it, bro. Shout out to Code. He called it. Nice work. We're down to 737s right now. Still dropping now. We got this higher volume area, the volume profile that we could go into today. But the Nasdaq is still falling down here. After ADP was hotter than expected. And I don't know what I was going to say. ADP was stronger than expected. I don't know why I said and. I don't know if we had any news come out since then. Goes up. No. We're still at 30, 730s. Look at this drop. Still dropping. Look at this. Nasdaq just cracked lows again. I don't see any news here. Could this just be ADP's report? Could it just be ADP's report? We had Canadian labor productivity show up at negative 0.5%. They expected 0.3%. But again, ADP say jobs grew the most in 16 months in May. JOLTS report was the strongest report ever yesterday. So jobs are freaking people out right now. And this is leading into the NFP report on Friday here, guys. Friday, we have the non-farm payroll unemployment report. Friday. No. Bear trap. Reversal coming. Stay strong, fam. It will reverse instantly, probably. Private credit cracks. Market is waking up. Yeah, we had more escalation overnight, but the Nasdaq still opened up green. Or no, the Nasdaq was still green when I looked at it this morning. It's now red, obviously, but yeah. Nasdaq's still positive. Nasdaq's red. Look, here's the NQ over the last few minutes here. ADP report showed up. ADP report showed up here. So just to put that into perspective, you can see what the Nasdaq has done since this ADP report. I'm not going to say I told you guys so. Y'all will never hear the end of it. I told you guys Nasdaq would react, or the market would react like this. Could react like this. ADP is kind of a prelim NFP report. And so it's looked at as a predictor of NFP data. So basically what markets might be pricing in now is stronger NFP data, which means yields are going to go up, which means markets are nervous about more rate hikes this year is what this means. Like rate hikes might be more on the table now after this ADP and the JOLTS report yesterday because of fears of high rates, right? Like fears of high rates. Stronger jobs shows less justification of lower interest rates. It means that they might keep rates steady or potentially raise rates, considering we're not seeing cracks in the labor market like people fear. You know, in order to get rate cuts, you need weak economics, and we don't really have weak economics in that regard from the labor data that we're seeing this today and yesterday. So that's basically what markets are pricing in, is potentially more rate hikes this year, at the very least less rate cuts. If we look at the Fed Watch tool right now, all right, so if we look at the CME Fed Watch tool, at this point in time, it's 98.3% likely that we're going to pause rates. At the end of the year, though, at this point in time, we have almost 60% chance of a rate hike sometime this year now. This is all rate hike odds, so you can't see this, but let me show you. We have basically almost 60%. We have like 57% likelihood of a rate hike this year now, per the Fed Watch tool. And Nasdaq is still falling down on hot jobs here. So look at this. Nasdaq is still tumbling down here. Interesting. Yeah, and again, guys, this is dropping because yields are up, because ADP data, JOLTS data are all stronger than expected. That's making people nervous. And then after this week, next week, we have CPI and PPI data. So with that said, though, I think this is purely from this jobs report. No? Nothing else really moving markets in that way. Here's the VWAP down here, though. I might buy it if we get down to 708s. Maybe.
Don't see anything else. It's just running down.
Yeah, what's oil doing? Oil's not really moving that much. It is up over the last like 30 minutes, but this is just the Nasdaq looking week. Let me see if what's falling down here though in stocks. MU's pulling back, AMD's pulling back, Nvidia's dipping down, SanDisk has been pulling back, Google and Microsoft are down on the day, Apple's down on the day, Meta's down on the day. So yeah, it looks like this is jobs related, chat. I want to buy you the golden doll. I mean, you can buy it. Send me a donation if you want, bro. I'll accept it. I'm not gonna buy that with it, but if you want to send me the money, I mean, you know.
What do you mean? Where's Britt? I'm right here. I'm talking. I've been trading too, so that's why I was a little quiet.
Yeah, we might have a Trump post coming soon. Again, the president's playbook, and this is not just Trump, this is every president, basically. They do a very similar thing. They say, If the economy's strong, they say, look at the economy. Look at what we're doing. Look at jobs. Jobs are strong. Look at all the jobs I'm adding. If inflation is low and jobs suck, they say, look at, I'm lowering inflation, guys. Look at me. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. All right, so we're almost to the volume weighted average price. Dare I buy this here? You know what? I'm gonna take one. We're at the VWAP. We'll take two actually. Add to it if it goes in my favor here. We'll take 4. And we just rejected the VWAP here. I'll give it a second, but we keep breaking down. I'm cutting this quick. And I'm cutting it quick. Kind of back and forth today. I think we're pretty much flat. See, now as soon as I get out, we retrace a little bit. I got out at half, though. We're still in 2. VWAP might make us bounce. I'll add it back if we go back up some more.
So just out of curiosity, is silver still hovering around 75?
I don't know. I'm in a trade. I can't really pull it up right now. Is it?
I'm gonna see if I can find out.
Yeah, it's at 74s.
Okay.
Okay, we did get a bounce at the VWAP. Okay, good. All right. What a bounce here, guys. What a bounce. Is this? I don't think this is news-driven bounce anyway. All right, we added a little bit to this. We're in 3 now.
I just wonder if it's gonna hold.
So small, it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah.
We're at the point of control almost. It's hard to tell where the point of control is on this chart. I think it's point of control is actually at 680s, so we're a ways away. I'll take a little bit more off here as we rip up. There we go. Take a little bit more off up here. I'm gonna cut it right there and then add back on a dip. We get a dip down to 715s. I'll buy that. All right, we're in. I'm gonna take some size here now again. See if we get bought back up pretty quickly here. There we go. Okay, good. So liquidating some more here, scalping out of the top. Yep. All right. All right, we're holding only 1 left, and I'll leave this one. Yeah, ADP data was bad. It's not good. Will we get a rate cut this year, guys? We did a poll. Let me do a poll now on this. You can see I did a poll on will we get a deal done by Labor Day. 58% say no. Let's do another one. What would I say? Do we get a rate hike? Do we get a rate hike in 2026? Is going to be the question of the poll. VWAP bounce here, guys. Easy money. I've been making content on the VWAP for freaking years and years. I can hold this break even though, which it kind of looks like we're going to push down again.
John, could you briefly zoom out to see the whole NQ volume profile for a moment?
Yeah. Point of control. 680s. Rates are going to 0. So we got the poll going live here. 52% say no, we don't get a rate hike this year. 48% say yes out of the initial 50 votes we just got in about 20 seconds. Vote on the poll, guys. Let me know how you feel. Look at the VWAP bounce, though. And this is why I like the VWAP, guys. You know why I talk about the VWAP a lot? Look at all the support you get. It's usually longer-term pullbacks, though. Like 200 exponential can be kind of scalping levels. The volume-weighted average price can give you really good trend pivots, is the way you should look at it. And so it doesn't mean we're going to hold. But so much extension down here leading into the volume weighted average price and then a bounce up there just makes sense. So we built up a small cushion on the day. I think we need a little bit more before we scale up. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, the jobs data was bad. Not bad. The jobs data was good, but the market did not like that at all. So market did not like strong jobs data. Still moving up though, man. Long or short, chat? Long or short? Let me know. What do you guys think? Long or short? We're red on the day still in the Nasdaq. So the previous closing price at 743s could hold us down. So here's the previous close right here. 743 right here. This is the previous closing level. The red to green level. So I see long. Trump will not allow rate hikes. Schlong, of course.
And at the end of the day, he doesn't really control that.
He can put pressure on him.
No, I mean, I know he has influence. I'm just saying when all is said and done, it's not his decision.
Yeah.
I mean, I would prefer we don't have, rate hikes, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't want rate hikes either. Rates have been high for a long time, bro. Like a long time. Just to understand this, right? Like we used to have like mortgage rates, which eventually the rates trickle into mortgages. 2020, we had like crazy good mortgage rates. They were like what, like 2%, 2.5%. Everybody was buying houses. Real estate market was popping off. Like everybody was super excited about it. And then we had inflation rip up in 2022, 2023 partly because of that, right? So the Fed started raising rates. They raised them like 500 basis points. Inflation had spiked all the way up to like 9%. And so the Fed started raising rates after that. And we basically had high interest rates since then. They haven't really been well under 5% easily since then in terms of like mortgage rates and just general like the federal funds rate. It's at 3.75 to 4%, but we're still in a situation where people are dealing with inflation and worried about inflation. And so rates just haven't gone down as much as a lot of people thought they would. I thought post 2020, when we got inflation under control a little bit more prior to the Iran conflict, of course, that we would be cutting interest rates more aggressively. And I think a lot of people did, but then we just didn't cut rates more aggressively. We ended up pausing for a much longer period of time and keeping rates high. So that leads us into today where, rates are still pretty high, especially from the Iran conflict. Most people think they're somewhere around neutral, but inflation's still a problem. Like people are just nervous still, man. They're still struggling somewhat.
Yeah.
These rates are not high from a historical perspective. It depends on the time frame we're looking at, right? We can look at the Fed funds rate. Right, like here's the Fed funds rate graph. It depends on which time frame we're looking at. Like, yeah, they're about average right now. A lot of people consider them neutral. But if we look at it relative to a 10-year period of time.
Thanks for the subscribe, G-More.
Yeah, thank you, G-More. Appreciate the love, brother. If we look at it relative to the last 10 years, rates are a little bit higher than they were. Again, here's the 20 teens. We had under 3% from a longer period of time. We could look at max rates. If we pull up like a max chart here for all the time frame, I don't know how back, they go back to 1954. Rates could be considered average or low considering then, but that is skewed because of the craziness we got in the 70s and 80s. The crazy inflation that we got, the higher rates to push down some of that inflation. And so, but if we look at it relative to the last 20 years, here, rates are still at the upper end, right? Like rates are still high, all things considered. And I think markets really got used to these low interest rate environments of the 2010s, right? 2010s, you can look at it here and see that in the 2010s, rates were very low, very low. Now, we were trying to stimulate the economy from the 2007, 2008 financial crisis, which was right here. And so we were trying to stimulate in all this period of time, but markets kind of got baked into that now. And so they got used to that. Mortgage brokers got used to that. Like everybody got used to that. And now we're in a situation where we don't really have that anymore. We don't really have that super low interest rate environment anymore. And markets are still getting used to it. They're still getting used to it. Like some people want us to go back to it. It depends on which sectors they're in, but it depends. So sure, that could be recency bias. I don't necessarily disagree with that, but how does Lucid direct funding work? So I opened my account last night and I'm up $200. Do I get that right away? Which direct funded account do you have, Eduardo? Are we really 50-50 on the poll?
Evidently.
I'm watching the poll go back and forth. Now we're 51-49. Vote on the poll, guys. Help skew this. I don't like 50-50. My OCD is like, stop it. It's a conspiracy, you know. Are we really 50-50 on the poll? Vote on the poll right now, guys. Do it right now. Look at this poll move. All right. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. Stop it, guys. Stop it. 52. Okay, that's better. I got the 25K. Okay, so the 25K Lucid direct to funded account. All right, I'll explain it for you here, brother. The 25K Lucid direct to funded account. Let me see. 25K direct to funded on Lucid. So your max loss limit. So you can lose $1,000 on that thing. $1,000. Which is still a pretty good deal because it's only $238 if you use my coupon code BGT at checkout. So you're still getting 4x buying power. Or you're getting 4x max loss, basically. There's a 20% consistency rule, meaning it needs to be slow and steady gains on it. You can use 2 mini or 20 micros. You need to have 5 minimum days until payouts, but there's no daily loss limit above the initial trail, and it's an end of day drawdown option. And so what I would personally do if I was in this account is I would build up a cushion first, right? I can say this a lot. This is how I approach it. I'd build up a cushion first. So I would, with a 25K account, you got to kind of trade small. So like you need to be shooting for like $50 to $100 days, I would say. Again, not an investment professional. But I would build up small cushions first, like make $50 a day, build up a cushion, then take a little bit larger size. So trade 1 or 2 micros until you got a $50 to $100 cushion on the day, and then take a little bit larger size because it is the end of day drawdown option. But yeah, that's what I would do personally, is trade small on that thing. But it's still a pretty good deal. Again, use coupon code BGT at checkout, guys, if you appreciate it. We appreciate you guys. Good luck, my friend. Good luck. Hey, shout out to P. Thanks for the subscribe, dude. Thank you, brother. I'll switch my vote to yes. With all the debt AI has to save us. CrowdStrike might be a sign. Yeah, that VWAP bounce worked beautifully here. Look at that VWAP bounce. Again, here's the volume weighted average price. Hey, shout out to Eduardo. Hey, thank you, my friend. Thank you, brother. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate the love, dude. Look at the VWAP bounce, though. VWAP bounce. Again, another thing you can do is just add to winners, right? Like a problem people take is that they end up going too big out the gate. Like adding to winners makes way more sense. Like, you take 1 or 2 micros, wait until you get deeply in the green, ride the trend. I like to add on a pullback here. So like, let's say I was in this trade and I got in here and it pushed up a lot and I'm up a lot. If I want to add to my winner, I want to wait till we pull back a little bit, right? Because that'll give me a better average, so to speak, right? And then hopefully we get a continuation back up to like a specific level. Use tight risk levels. But that's what I personally do. Again, not an investment professional. Obviously, we're not liable if you lose or whatever. But that's what I personally do here. Here's oil. Oil's still at 96s here. Is using a margin account a good thing? It can be good or it can be bad. You gotta have discipline with a margin account because you can trade a lot more on it usually, and you get instant settlement with it. The difference between a cash and a margin account is that a margin account will give you instant settlement. So if you buy 1,000 shares of a $1 stock and spend $1,000, if you do not have a margin account, that $1,000 is going to be gone until the next day, I think, with the T1 rule. That $1,000, let's say you got $1,000 in your account total. If it's a cash account, you got to wait until the next day to take another trade because you spent that $1,000 and you got to wait for it to settle per the T1 rule. It stands for the transaction plus a day. So you got to wait until the next day, basically, to get that money back into your account to trade it. A margin account will settle that money instantly. So you buy 1,000 shares of a $1 stock, you'll get that $1,000 right back into your account as soon as you sell, right? Like that's what a margin account is. It's instant settlement. And so I hope that makes sense. But everybody's different, brother. Everybody's different. I'll stop then with my $200 a day. Yeah, $200 a day in a 25K account. You want to take it slow and steady. Hold on, real quick. Look at the Nasdaq fall here. So the Nasdaq is dipping down some ahead of the opening bell. I don't know if it's news related. We could just be in the higher volume area, the volume profile, but that would actually be the opposite. Okay, the IAEA says Iran nuclear risk seen higher than before. Yeah, the International Atomic Energy Agency believes that Iran's nuclear risks are now higher than before the conflict began. That report came out about 5 minutes ago, though I don't think it's necessarily moving markets. A $15 million options trade targeting a rise to 4.7% for the 10-year yield. Yeah, this could be a delayed response to this news here, but look at the Nasdaq. Is oil popping up right now? Real quick, is oil spiking? A little bit. A little bit, not a lot. Markets just might be pricing in higher for longer. Silver's dipping. Nasdaq's dipping.
I mean, what is it? I guess a 7 or 8 minute delay normal in the market, like with news like that, you think?
Not usually. Usually markets are pretty efficient. They have the wisdom of the crowd. They price things in very quickly.
Yeah,
so not necessarily. I don't know what this is. This could just be continued downward pressure here. It's not necessarily big enough to need to be a catalyst.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, this was reported first 7 minutes ago. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's less likely that this is that, but who knows? It could be. People have different news sources, and so they could just be getting a delayed response. Again, market right now is reacting to higher potential yields because of this ADP report. Here's the ADP report. Again, private employers added 122,000 jobs in May. 8 out of 10 super sectors showed gains last month, and employers of all sizes were hiring. Hiring was more broad-based in May than we've seen in the last few years. The labor market continues to show sustained momentum going into the summer hiring season. And so this is basically markets getting priced into potentially higher yields, less odds of rate cuts, more higher odds of rate hikes or continuing in the same rate that we've been in. How hard would Bitcoin and the stock market rip up if we left the conflict? Probably a lot. It opens the door for more easing, decreases the price of oil, and Bitcoin wants all that stuff, so probably pretty quickly. Yeah, Bitcoin would spike if the conflict ended. You know, the big question is, when does that happen, though? We did a poll earlier that said, will it end by Labor Day? And most people said no. Now, there could be some bias in there for sure, but, you know. Yeah, I mean, it's all... I would say it's similar to, like, poker, Sean. Nasdaq did bounce again at the VWAP, though, or right around it at least. We're still in a high volume area. It's hard for me to trade this. Bitcoin ain't going nowhere but down, even if the conflict ends now. I don't know, bro. I think if the conflict ends and oil prices stabilize, Bitcoin's going to go up, most likely. Did Bitcoin ever drop back down after the jobs report? Not really. Bitcoin's kind of flat. Bitcoin. Give me Bitcoin in the 50 so I can load up. The bogus conflict headlines have kept oil prices unnaturally low. Oil prices are currently correlated to real world supply and demand. It should be well over 100. There's currently other vehicles to make money as an investor. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of vehicles. Silver falling, though.
Yeah, the best vehicle is that new electric Ferrari.
Yeah. Never would I ever buy that. I don't care if I'm a billionaire. I'm not buying that. Bitcoin flat. Bitcoin's flat on the day mostly. It closed at 67.7s. It's at 67.2. So it's slightly down, but I'm talking about the last... I'm talking about since the day actually started. Bitcoin opened up at 67.1 or so. It's at 67.155. So on the day, it's kind of flat for Bitcoin. Kind of. All right, here's 9 a.m. Yeah, all good, bro.
Be back just a minute.
Yeah, all good, dude. Hey, thank you, Ruth. I appreciate it. Thanks for the sub, Ruth. Lurkers, show yourselves here. We did this yesterday. I know you don't like to say anything. I know you like to just listen because we're informative over here. I understand, guys. Like, I get it. You know, if I were you, I might just listen too here. Guys, like, I might just listen too. We cover news faster than everybody else. We break everything down going on in markets. Show yourself just for a moment and say hello, lurkers. We appreciate you guys. Do it now. I know you guys are just sitting there not commenting. I see it. I know it. Just joined. How was the report? The report was hot. 122,000 versus 115 or so expected. Markets priced it negatively because of higher yield potential and worries about inflation and less rate cuts. And so we got pretty big drops. You can see the drops are correlated with the ADP report, which showed up right here. Right, and we got these big pullbacks since then. I'm a new subscriber. Thank you, Flex. I appreciate you guys. I'm here to lurk proxy. That's okay. Steve, Ryan, I see you guys. Hello, friend. What's up, whale? Boo. Yeah, I know. Boo. Peer pressure. Do it now, bro. Jacob, listen. I'm talking to you right there, bro. I see that fish in your hand, dude. I like to fish. I'm from Louisiana, bro. I'm one of you guys. I like to fish. Okay. One of us. One of us. What's up, Gia? Gia, you've been following me for a long time. I appreciate you. Gia. You like Bitcoin, don't you? Am I wrong about that? I'm trying to think if I remember. You're into, like, Bitcoin. Maybe that's not you. I used to chat, then I missed trades, now I lurk. I get it. Is this profit taking or a sell-off? Isn't high ADP good? Can you explain why the market is down? High ADP can be good or bad. All right, it depends on what the market fears at any given moment. If the market fears a recession or economic weakness, high ADP would be good because it means stronger jobs, stronger economy. If the market fears inflation and the market wants rate cuts and they fear high yields and interest rates are the same thing and they follow each other to a certain extent. So higher yields means higher interest rates, means the Fed's less likely to cut. Markets are pricing in less likelihood of the Fed cutting, higher likelihood of rate hikes, higher likelihood of higher rates. And so anything that might push yields higher in a market that fears inflation, like right now in the middle of the Iran conflict with high oil prices and high inflation prints that we've seen over the last few months, markets might not like that. And this is something I said before the ADP report, was that a higher ADP print, markets might not like it. They might go down on that. And that's exactly what happened. Markets dumped on this ADP report. Why? Because markets are pricing in higher yields, right? Higher yields means higher interest rates, less rate cuts, less stimulation in the economy. And so, yeah, that's basically why markets are down from this print, is because markets are scared of higher yields, less rate cuts, less stimulation in the economy. Now, it doesn't mean anything. At the opening bell, it could just switch us from the other to the other side. We do have manufacturing PMI today at 10 o'clock. Or services PMI, I'm sorry, today at 10 a.m., 9:45 and 10 a.m. today. So we do have that coming out. That's been pretty strong lately as well, though. So. We talk about psychological numbers with price, but what about psychological times like 8 a.m., 12 p.m., 2 p.m. thoughts? What's 2 p.m. in regards to psychological times? 12 p.m. maybe. It's pretty slow. 8 a.m. We get some numbers though. I would say the more, for me at least, the more psychological times are like 9:30 open, obviously. I think 8:30 data releases, 10 a.m. data releases, and stuff like that, where algorithms follow it. I think that's what we see a lot of the time. What I mean by stimulus is like lowering interest rates and quantitative easing, money printing. You know, quantitative easing is what the Fed creates online money and buys up bonds with it, injecting liquidity into their balance sheet, but it causes inflation. It's one of the things that that Kevin Warsh has been so critical of, even though a lot of people see him as like Trump's appointee, in that they think he's going to lower interest rates, and he might lower interest rates, but it's essentially money printing to stimulate the economy, basically, is what QE is. And so that's what I mean by stimulation, is just less interest rate cuts, less money printing to stimulate the economy, because the economy is showing resilience and it's stronger than expected. So you might be talking about Central Standard Time, Chase Flowers. Yeah, that's 3 o'clock market time. I'm in Central Time too. I'm in Texas. I'm in Texas right now. I'm from Louisiana, so I go by Central Time. But when I speak in terms of markets, I'm talking about EST. The economy is bad. It's all data center spending. Well, this is mostly in education and health services, up 57,000 jobs. So the biggest gains that we saw in the report were education and health. What's up with Jensen? Hey, cute bald man. How come you don't stream on all platforms? YouTube, Twitch, TT. Bro, honestly, I post one thing on TikTok. I saved my mom from Dogecoin. Thank you for the donation, by the way. But I saved my mom from Dogecoin. My mom messaged me at the peak of Dogecoin's run at like 75 cents or whatever it was for Dogecoin. And she's like, hey, John. You know, she knows I deal with finance. She's like, hey, John, I'm thinking about buying me some Dogecoin. And what I told my mom at the time was, don't fucking do it, Mom. I didn't say it like that. I said, hey, Mom, don't do it. You know, if you're just now hearing about this outside of finance, it's a bubble right now. Don't do it. And so she didn't do it, and Dogecoin has never seen highs. It was literally the peak of the high. And all I did was make a TikTok post about that. TikTok says, you know what? Red flag. Gives me a strike for it. Hey, fuck TikTok, man. It was a bot that did it. It was a bot that did it. I'm still mad about it. It was a bot that did it. The bot gave me the strike. And then when I appeal it, never hear anything back from them.
Did you save your mom from Dogecoin or something?
The Dogecoin bubble. I saved my mom from the Dogecoin bubble. Sorry, I'm getting upset here talking about it, because screw TikTok, bro. You know?
Not what you said last time. It was a little more harsh last time, and I agree with you. Honestly, the whole platform, seriously.
Just ridiculous, bro. Like, you're gonna give me a strike for showing, like, really, it's what I should be posting. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still mad about it.
You
It's probably
be.
from China and all the
Forget
crypto
them.
regulation that they're doing is most likely why they did it. But still, I'm criticizing crypto in that regard. I'm criticizing. I like Dogecoin. Don't get me wrong. I've been known to buy Dogecoin, not at 75 cents though. You know.
Would you buy that?
Like 12 cents.
And that's way cheaper than 75. But I mean, some people say that.
Yeah. John, watch your language. There's kids trading here. No, there's not, dude. No, there's
I
not.
think we've like a 6-year-old day trading.
There's more boomers in here than kids, dude. Boomers, deal with it. It's just words. All right, guys. Nasdaq very sideways here.
What's Nvidia doing today?
Nvidia here.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were in a trade.
Am I?
I thought you were. I thought you. Never mind. It doesn't matter.
I've been known to forget stop losses.
No, I think I was a little behind on the stream. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But sorry. Anyway, what's Nvidia doing?
John, watch your mouth. There's boomers trading here.
Yeah, because boomers never curse. My God.
I think the young generation curses way more though. Like boomers might have cursed and they're like, "Ooh, we curse," but I think younger generation curses way more. Like my generation.
they curse. We curse way more, but I think boomers did it better. Does that make sense?
Yeah, listen, that maybe, you know, and to all the boomers here, I know I cursed, and I'm sorry, guys. I'm genuinely sorry. Like, I'm fucking sorry, boomers. I like the Dow, guys. I like the Dow. Okay, boomers. I like the Dow. Okay. I just want to put that out there. I might even buy the Dow. You know. Anyways, Nasdaq's pushing up here. Nasdaq's up to 735s.
You still never told me what Nvidia was doing.
Oh, Nvidia's at 222s is basically completely flat on the day. It pushed up a lot and then it fell a lot down ahead of the ADP report, and then even after the ADP report, it fell down. So
okay,
yeah,
boomers like me are offensive to youngins, like just intrinsically, or or because of the things you say or do.
Boomers,
I'm not offended.
Show yourself, boomers. Show yourself. Show up in the chat.
Yeah.
How many boomers we got in here? Genuine boomers.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about like how the young people say boomer. You know, I'm talking about like actual baby boomers.
Yeah, you know, boomers represent.
Yeah, show up, boomers. Yeah, Nasdaq's jumping up here. Oil, real quick. Oil's falling down. Nasdaq's moving up here. Anthropic introducing services tracking partner hub of Claude. R participates in a discussion. Nothing really. Somebody might know something.
Here's some of the boomers. I personally always had an affinity for like the generations that came before me. I always felt they were more honest and upfront in their feelings about you. You know.
Yeah.
Like if they liked you, like if they said they liked you and they, you know, said they were your friend, generally they meant it.
Yeah.
And if they didn't like you, they usually cussed you out and told you why they didn't like you.
That's because they didn't grow up on the manipulation of the internet. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's part of it, I'm sure.
I see you, boomers. That's cool. I like you guys. You know.
Me too.
I'm X, not boomer though. Yeah, X is fine.
When did
I'm
Gen
a
X
millennial.
start?
Millennials are better than X, but like that's all right. You know, y'all know this. I mean,
I think we were a middle generation that kind of got not best over necessarily, but we came along at like a really weird transitional time, if that makes sense. I think.
yeah.
Heck yeah, cheaper houses, dude. Okay, so my grandparents were a little older than boomers, obviously, but my grandparents bought their house in 1963 for like $18,000, and now it's worth like, I think it sold for 180. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but I know people are going to say inflation, but even if you correlate the average income at the time versus what it is now to buy a house, the barrier of entry to buying houses has gone up substantially. You know, so even
Absolutely.
with, I know people are going to say inflation, but even with the inflation that we've seen,
yeah, because
the average income
has gone down and wages have not kept up.
Right, exactly. Back in my day, I traded IBM over the phone, dude. Yeah. And it was a computer company at the time, too. Oil is falling down a little bit. It's at, yeah, oil. Look, oil's coming down. We're at 95.20s right now, 95.20s. That's why I live in a van down by the river. I think they made a
Matt
song
Foley,
about you.
baby.
Yeah.
You remember that Matt Foley sketch, don't you? That's what they're referencing.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, it was a Chris Farley sketch. It was really, really funny. He did a couple of them.
Yeah, I heard Apex accounts are not working, that they're having some issues with it. They should be getting it fixed soon. They're going to make it right, whatever it is, probably. Will all hell break loose when the PDT rule ends tomorrow? See, here's the problem. It's ending tomorrow, but it's not really ending. There's a grace period. Some platforms are going to start offering it, though. It just depends on the platform you're in. Yeah, we're pretty flat here, guys.
Yeah, my grandparents are older than boomers. I'm almost 40, man.
I used to listen to John's streams on the radio back in the day. All right, guys.
On the radio. I just caught that. I'm sorry.
Bitcoin just popped back over 67,000s. Here's the Nasdaq. Still pretty quiet here. Still pretty quiet. All right, guys. Oil's still falling down. It's at $95 a barrel. I got an email from Webull telling me they start tomorrow. Yeah, like I said, a lot of platforms are going to. Destruction of the dollar. I mean, the dollar's going to go up when interest rates are high because people want to capitalize on the higher dollar or the higher interest rates, and they have to use the dollar to buy up bonds and stuff like that, right? So, the dollar's probably up today, no?
Or are you just talking? Sorry, go ahead.
But he's probably talking longer term. Yeah, the dollar is.
Well, that's what I was gonna. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Was like I was gonna ask if he was talking about like long term loss of purchasing power, because like I've said this before, but like since 1913, the dollar has lost I think 96 or 97% of its purchasing power.
Yeah,
you know,
well,
like,
inflation, you know.
Somehow, like I've heard. I don't understand it, but they're supposed to be like two different things.
No, for sure. Hold on real quick.
Okay. I genuinely don't understand how, though.
Robinhood kid's gonna gamble a lot more. Robinhood stock, right? I've been looking at Robinhood stock. Webull stock as well. Here's Bull. Is this Webull? Yeah. Surprised Webull stock's so cheap. Webull's pretty actively used. Robinhood. Webull sponsored me in the beginning too, whenever when they were really young as a platform. Shout out to Webull. When my channel was young too, they sponsored me. Shout out to them.
Have they grown pretty well?
Yeah, Webull's grown a lot, bro. Webull's grown a lot. Robinhood is kind of still the big boy though. A lot of people like Webull's charting and platform situation though.
I want to play with Kalshi. Or what was the other one that you said was like a really good alternative?
Polymarket is the bigger one. Kalshi is regulated in the US earlier though, so Tariq, what's up, dude?
I just like the idea of being able to gamble on. I mean, not that I'm a gambler, but being able to take odds on like anything. I think that's fun.
Yeah, well, it has to do with derivatives, is what it's really called. But
oh, really?
Yeah, well, before these odds makers, you'd have to like The Big Short. I've explained this before, but The Big Short, as an example, right? Like what Michael Burry did was he went to the banks and created derivative contracts. Basically, they made a deal over something. Now you can do similar things in like Polymaker and Kalshi.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, like derivatives, basically, if there's not a normal market for it, they make it. And that's what Michael Burry did with like Bank of America and others at the time to short the housing market in 2008. But now you can do a lot of that stuff on Polymarket and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I just want to be able to bet on weird stuff. Like, when's the next rainbow going to happen? You know, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm a weird dude.
You are a weird dude, right? Definitely weird. You know?
It's okay. It makes life interesting. You know, like I can amuse myself.
Yeah, we're all a little weird sometimes. But yeah, again, IAEA warns of higher nuclear risks after strikes. SpaceX is planning to offer 555 million shares in an IPO. Kuwait is now going to reduce Iranian diplomatic mission due to attacks. And we got news earlier. So Nasdaq is starting to fight its way back up, and oil's still dipping down some here.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Java.
What's the trade right now, guys? What's the trade? I mean, we're so sideways here, I don't know what to do. Here's the previous closing price on the Nasdaq here. So it's right around 743. So we're close to the previous closing price, pun intended. Here's the previous close right here. So we're very close to it. So we're technically red on the day in the Nasdaq still, but we're starting to fight our way back up some. Are you guys buying SpaceX IPO? Are you guys buying SpaceX? Nasdaq just went green for a second here. It's starting to go green. You can zoom in here and see it. It's starting to go green. Oil has faded down to 95s, but it just hit that big whole dollar number of 95s. Are you buying SpaceX? No? You're not? No? Do we have two people with two different American flags commenting right after each other?
Don't go there again.
Dude, it's a freaking conspiracy, bro.
It's aliens, dude.
I know, I feel like with my hair, I feel like Giorgio or whatever that dude's name is on Ancient Aliens. You know, yeah, I think it needs like, to be a little bit higher. Like, hold on, Brent, like I'm not going to be able to...
Okay.
Right. Hold on, I'm not going to be able to hear you, hold on. But if it was like... you know. Aliens, guys. Aliens. Like, look at this. Am I him today? Look, am I Giorgio? Like, look at me. Like, if I put my hair up. Aliens. Right now. I'm him right now, dude. Look at him.
His is like 8 inches higher, but I mean, like, he has more. He has more of a Don King thing happening, you know?
Yeah. No, I know for sure.
Like Giorgio Tsoukanupanopoulos or something like that. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
I can't remember.
It's definitely Greek. It's definitely Greek.
Yeah.
I don't even. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you should get a high top fade. You should be like Kid from Kid and Play.
Yeah. All right, Nasdaq now technically green on the day. We're at 744s right now. 744s. You got to hit the crack pipe first. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't do that. That's how Richard Pryor set himself on fire.
All right, guys, we're at 740s. House Party, great movie.
It was a bad movie, but it was fun.
Honestly, I'm a big Friday person, but I saw some videos that say that like millennials are criticized for saying like "Bye Felicia" and all the other Friday quotes that I love. You know, I kind of took offense to it. I'm like, dude, I love Friday. Friday is one of my
Why are we
like
criticized
movies.
for it?
Because they call us old, Britt. They call us old. They call ankle socks old too.
What does everybody else wear? I mean,
they wear high top socks with like a Nike logo on it. Like basically what we called old people socks now is cool. It's all cyclical.
Really, like you talking about the high socks, like the ones like that go up your calf?
Right, like somebody's going mow the lawn outside with cargo shorts.
Kids, like kids,
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
Don't forget them. They're just mad because they're not old.
Did I miss the song? I don't know. The song could just randomly play here. I don't know what it's gonna play. We got some time before the song.
What do you mean, Matt? Higher the socks, the downer the foo. It's like a cholo thing.
Scary Movie 6 this weekend. Sounds like my age or so. Yeah.
You're not scaring me, dude. Age is nothing but a number. I don't care.
We want the laughing song. Yeah, Nasdaq still technically green. Technically green. We're also over the high volume profile area. So if we get over the 200 exponential, I'll probably pivot to a long. Although I do think it does look kind of like a longer term short outside of that. But look at the movement here. So we are in the higher volume area, or the lower area of this. Look at this lower volume. Maybe we move quickly here though. Maybe we move
Okay,
quickly.
I get you, Matt. You guys red or green for the open?
What's up, Stefan? Long until you're wrong.
Anything sounds smart if you rhyme. I mean,
Yeah. Play the song, please.
I think you should play the song like 3 minutes before the open.
Usually I play it if we have big news that drops, but outside of the ADP report, we don't really have anything. All right, so I did see a Lebanese official told Al Jazeera that the discussions in Washington round of negotiations are progressing well, and there's an American understanding of the Lebanese approach. Yeah, I'm kind of numb to all this stuff, to be honest now. Nasdaq is moving up, though. I might buy this here, but I'm worried we're going to get a big rejection here. But let me try. I'm green on the day. We got some room. Do I buy the down?
That you stole my thunder.
I know. I tried to, bro. That was what I was intentionally doing here on this.
I know.
All right, I'm going to buy a pullback here. Take some size. We have a little cushion on the day. I think we can reasonably do it. Let's see if the 200 exponential holds. I think markets are still scared of higher yields, though, so I don't think a bear thesis makes bad sense, necessarily.
I mean, I understand, you know, the way you explained it, but it is still weird to me that, like, you know, good jobs numbers or high jobs numbers or whatever can negatively affect the market.
Yeah, it just depends on what the market fears the most. Again, if market fears inflation and oil risks and the Middle Eastern conflict and high yields, then, you know, stronger jobs is bad and markets don't like it. It means less easing, less rate cuts, higher chance of hikes. That's really what it is.
Yeah, no, I mean, I understand. It's just strange. It doesn't change the fact that it's weird to me.
Yeah, that's how it goes. All right, so I'm going to set my risk level here in this trade.
Any news at 10 a.m. today?
Yeah, we have ISM services data at 10. ISM services. All right, so we have our stop loss set here. We're kind of flat on this. How much time do we have? We have 6 minutes. Oh, crap, dude. I didn't time it well with the market on open data here. Market on open data drops in how long? 40 seconds? Here's the previous closing price, though. But I'm worried the market on open... I'm worried the market on open data might push us the opposite way here, unfortunately. So I don't know if I want to stay in this. How much time do I have? I have 25 seconds. I'm going to at least reduce my size on this jump up here to about 3 contracts instead of the 7 that I had here. It might, I might pay for it, but I think with the market on open data, it's definitely riskier. And I also have to get rid of my stop here and then just self exit here. All right, here's the market on open data in 4 minutes. Or in 4 seconds. Here it is right here. I would love to push it up, but let's see. All right, so far we got a little upward action here on this.
Playing the song anyway on my Spotify. You go, Violet.
Yeah, we're going to day trade the opening bell. If you want to help support the channel, use coupon code BGT. You can use it on Tradeify. Tradeify has the cheapest direct deposits. Unless you have a Lucid 50% off. You can use it twice. So if you haven't used your Lucid 50% off twice, you can and get 50% off. Then the 150K is like $420. Very cheap. Very cheap on Lucid. So check it out. Use coupon code BGT. I appreciate the love, guys. Thanks so much. We are green on this trade. But it's not a big greed. How much time we got to the opening? But we got 6 minutes.
5.
4 minutes, I mean.
4, yeah. It was 5 when I said it, though, so yeah, whatever. Get off my back.
Too close to the opening bell. Yeah, that's what I feel, too. Like I said, I'm probably going to hold the rest of this pretty close to break even. There's too much risk before the open. We're greed. But I could reduce my size, too, and keep it pretty flat here. We'll trade larger at the opening bell, guys. Don't worry. The previous closing price propping us up though, 750 right around there. It's also a $half number. Nvidia is also pushing up a little bit ahead of the open, but it's not a lot. So is MU. But all right, guys, just for you guys. Market on open data is open orders that are filled when the market opens. So when we get the data for that, markets react.
And they love that song.
They do, man. The chat loves this song. I used to hate it. Like I said, I felt like that guy was laughing at me. You know, if I was in a losing trade, I was like, this guy's laughing at my losing trade.
Who was?
I believe he was, yeah.
All right, but in exchange for the song, guys, hit the like button, join the Discord, follow us on X,
All right, I had to cut the trade. We ended up dropping it. Nvidia just dumped right before the opening bell. We'll give it a second. We'll trade longer. Your channel will be known throughout the land for this song. It's my theme song now, I think.
Maybe John's coming out music when he becomes, president or whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
President,
or something else.
John for president. Yeah, I was gonna say something else, but I could see you in like a nice long black cape, you know, just like coming out on the veranda,
Yeah.
presenting to the people.
Yeah. All right, let's see what happens here, guys. We got a minute left. A minute left.
Shades of Palpatine.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's funny. Boondock Saint. I just made a Boondock Saints reference, literally.
Yeah. Song of the month. John got the funk. We're trying over here.
Sounds like Morris Day in the time.
Yeah, that's right. You know. All right, guys. We got 30 seconds left. 30 seconds.
You're ready, guys. Red or
Let's see
green?
what happens. Bull or bear open here, guys. Bull or bear open. Where's our last poll? Song of the summer. I should have held here. Here's the Nasdaq rip up 15 minutes before the opening bell. Or 15 seconds before the opening bell.
15 minutes.
Look at this green before the opening bell. Is this news? No, maybe not. It is a big move ahead of the open, though. Oil's not really reacting.
To host U.S. nuclear weapons. Kremlin states former German Chancellor Schroeder's trip to Russia is a good sign.
All right, look at the big pop here. So we got a big move up at the opening bell. Big green candle at the opening bell here. Look at this move. I should have held, but I'm not mad at myself for not holding through the open. It is a rule that I have here, so it's all good. Yeah, we got a big pop. I'm not doing anything, though. I got to wait 4 minutes to trade. Fed Bar says current policy is a good place and likely to stay where it is for some time. But green open here, guys. We got a big green open. Oil's falling down a little bit as well at the opening bell. MU's dipping some too, though. Nvidia's pushing up some since the opening bell, though, so Nasdaq went up and now it's now retracing back down to 778.
Yeah, it looks like it's fighting to climb, though.
Yeah, it's trying to get up there. Rest in peace, early shorts. Yeah, I mean, right now, at the very least, but the question is, when does the Nasdaq break 31,000 here? A lot of people think it might.
I don't know why I enjoy anthropomorphizing the the market.
All right, Nasdaq right at all-time highs here, 30.799. INTL. The heck is INTL, bro?
I was just wondering the same thing.
We're looking at the same INTL. Nasdaq just broke all-time highs.
Dude, look at this.
Nasdaq futures contracts just broke all-time highs. Got up to 800s now. 800 might be a resistance level, though. You can see we had it right here if we extend it, but
You might be right.
times that we have 2 minutes until I can trade. About 2. Hey, later, Sam. Have a great day, brother.
Later, Sam.
Nvidia's turning down, though, here, which is interesting.
Turn down for what?
I don't know, Britt.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Apple's flying up. Apple's at 316s. I am an Apple right now at 255s. This market's popping up, yeah, for sure. All right, we just broke all-time highs again. New all-time high on the Nasdaq, 30,807.75. I'm tempted to buy a pullback here too, but what time is it? I can't for another minute. UNH is popping up. Yeah, MU and Nvidia fallen a little bit, but where's SanDisk? I'm sure SanDisk is down too. SanDisk is kind of flat since the open. Not moving as much as you might think. I'm really tempted to buy it, and I think it's probably going to go back higher here, but I got to follow my rules. We need 45 seconds.
You know the old saying, John, rules were made to be broken.
Nah, not these rules, bro. Not these rules. Yields have actually fallen down a little bit after spiking up from the ADP report as well. In 17 minutes, we have the PMI report, though. So in 17 minutes, we do have services PMI going live. Or no, I'm sorry, in 13 minutes, 12 minutes. Really, actually, 11 minutes. All right, can I trade yet? No, I need 20 seconds, guys.
How many minutes now? 17,
85
13,
minutes, Britt.
12.
You know?
Just went
And
through
you still-
like four different. Go ahead, sorry.
No, you're good. All right, I can trade in 5 minutes. That's a big pullback, though. I don't know if I like it as much. Look at this retracement here. Might do a green to red move at the opening bell for the Nasdaq here. Look, we've fallen all the way back down. I don't know if I like it anymore. That's a big dip. We tapped all-time highs and then we dumped. Longs are getting trapped right now. They might get squeezed out here and we might start continuing down. Yeah, look at this drop. So completely retrace the opening bell move.
Hey.
I don't want us to get into that high volume area. I might short back into it though, but we need a bounce back up. Give me a bounce, I'll short. All right, we'll take it. We'll add some up there too. We're now red on the day in the Nasdaq.
It's still going down.
Yep. Yep.
It'll hit some support here.
I'm gonna cover half of this. There's the VWAP. I'm covering right there. So we just made a bunch on that very quickly. We made like $100 in like 30 seconds. There's the VWAP though, so I'm getting out before the VWAP. But man, look at this red at the open, man. Yikes. Scary red here, guys. All right, we're at 705, 700s. Nasdaq getting deep red here. Look at this red at the opening bell, guys. Wow. Let me see some news. I do see Hezbollah said it fired rockets at Israel soldiers in northern Israel. I don't know if that's causing this.
I don't know. That feels like a separate conflict. I mean, I know it's tied to the Iranian conflict, but
yeah, I think this is markets getting baked into higher yields potentially is what this is.
man, it
just kind of
still running down.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's falling here. Falling. It is falling.
There should be a big support level here, I think, but
yeah, this is kind of a scary drop, dude. Look at this drop. Dude, look how big this candle is, bro. Sheesh, dude, man. I don't see any news that might push this down like this either. I think this is just markets getting baked into higher yields, like I said. A little bit of delayed response maybe here. Oil. Is oil spiking? No. So this is just stock related, it looks like. Where's NVIDIA? NVIDIA's down. This is NVIDIA falling pretty fast. Quick drop here. Yeah, we're heading into the PMI print. Yeah, look at this drop here, dude. Wow. Scary, guys. Scary. How much time until PMI data? We have about 8 minutes. I'm tempted to short, but I need a nice enough bounce up at maybe like 705s to short. And it might just keep down into it. Point of control is right here, though. We're at 680s right down the POC, so there's a big spike back up. I want 705s. 700 might dump it, though. I wanted 705s, so it went to 7s. We tapped lows again. Now we're getting caught back up in the higher volume node. I want 705s. I'm still looking at 705s. NVIDIA's starting to bounce though. MU's still dumping though. A lot of weakness showing up in markets here, guys. Look at this red. Higher yields.
Yeah.
Let me look at yields though. There's a jump.
Big jump.
Yeah, I want 705s though.
I'm about to short.
Yeah.
705s. Okay.
The first move is the wrong move. Yeah, that's what this is. The great short. I mean, I don't know if, look, is that 705s? Yeah, it is. All right, give me 705. I'm going to start very small here, though. We got a cushion on the day. I'm going to add into 3. See if the VWAP rejects us. Sheesh, dude, this is fake out city right here. I'm going to immediately reduce some size as we retest this low. I'm going to reduce my size here. I just don't like it. I'll add to it if it goes in my favor. But outside of that, I'm just going to keep it pretty small. I just don't trust this at all. Got up mostly flat on those first 2. I'll leave this last one, though. PMI data comes out in 5 minutes. I'm going to cut it right there. So we've had a big move up, a really big move down, and then another pretty big move up here. Buy the dip. Yeah, you're not wrong, bro. Buy the dip would have worked. My short would have worked here too, though. Yeah, got faked out a little bit at the top. It's the high volume node. What it controls still at 680s. See if the shorts regain some strength. Where's my coffee at, dude? I'm holding this. I'll add more to it if it goes in my favor. Keep it pretty tight right now. It's too whippy. How much time we have? We have 3 minutes until the PMI data goes live. 3 minutes. I'm gonna get out. Too much time left, or not that much time left until PMI data. All right, guys, we got 3 minutes left until services PMI goes live. 3 minutes. Could have held, but I think too close to the data release. I don't know if the 945 print is going to really move markets like that. It's expected today at 50.9 for services PMI for 945's print. The ISM, which is the larger services print, goes live at 10 a.m. at 53.7. So we might chop until that release. Markets might be getting a little bit more baked in. Nvidia continues to fall down, though. Yeah, I could have held, but...
Oh, yeah, I wish it would have. Dang.
Yeah, we're in the higher volume area, which means that, like, in this area, we could chop more prices, more balanced here.
Yeah.
Right, so we move down, move up, we move down, we move up. We eventually break down, and then maybe we can target some stuff, but... With the PMI data coming out in a minute and a half, basically.
Better just stay out of it for now.
It's just a little bit too. It's a little bit higher risk with that stuff coming out. If that could push us whatever, the opposite way.
Yeah.
Nasdaq's starting to come down though here. But here we go, guys. We got a minute left until the print. A minute left. CPI coming next week. Yeah, it is. All right, so here's services PMI data. The 9:45 print that goes live in 50 seconds. We did crack this low down here. It is the low of the day, depending on which day low you're using, but the Nasdaq just cracked lows ahead of this print. Still dropping here. Short made sense. I gotta hold through this. I'm not gonna hold through this. We have 3 minutes left. Chat, 3 minutes. ISM PMI goes live at 10. The first one goes live at 9:45 though. Services PMI, 50.9 expected. We also have global composite PMI dropping simultaneously. Look at this red candle though, guys. Wow. 10 seconds, less than that actually. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look at this market here, guys. Okay, so the PMI data showed up at 50.7, weaker than expected. 50.7. It might make market jump up a little bit, honestly, because of the higher yield worry. Yeah, there's the jump up from this 50.7 services PMI for May. 50.7 versus 50.9 expected, so lower than expected PMI. It did make markets pop up a little bit here. I'll put this up on screen. The big one drops at 10, though. So the big one drops at 10 a.m. Nasdaq continuing down here, though. I'll put the data up on screen. Services PMI again, 50.7 versus expected 50.9. Here it is right here. The ISM print goes live at 10, though. We got a little bounce, but it wasn't that big. Here's the data right here. Nasdaq continuing to fall down. Yeah. Look at this drop here, though, man. Nasdaq's scary right now. I almost want to buy this, though. Do I catch a falling knife here? I think I catch it right here. Unless we got some bad news coming out.
Let's see.
Let me see.
Don't see anything.
No, not yet. A little jump. Not quite enough for me to take profits yet, though. I'll scale into a long down here.
Is it ever going to stop? I know it will, I'm just saying.
It's red, for sure. We had a cushion on the day, so we could swing a little bit larger, but I think we could retrace back higher here. We're down a lot, even just in terms of like an exhaustion bounce, a dead cat bounce, but I'm not going to add any more to this. Here's a little bounce. If I do anything, I'm going to take some off of this if we get a big enough bounce. Risk is going to be under the 66 level. You're 66. If we pop here. Yeah, we got to get out. We took a risk here, but man, the market has not stopped on the downside. It doesn't even have a real reason for this either. Like, we don't have any news that explains this, except for the just worry about stronger jobs making people freak out here. Good orb trade today. What orb worked? Look how steep this is, though, guys. Look at this. Still falling here. Yikes. Trying Trying to see the S&P is down, obviously. Dow is down, Nasdaq's down, gold down, oil up. See, it's falling with oil though, which is strange. Hey, look, here's oil. Oil's actually falling simultaneously here. Sheesh, bro. It's a wild drop all of a sudden, dude.
Yeah, it is. It's a huge drop.
Yeah, it is. Like, we've dropped so much short term here. So much. Alright, I did jump it along here. But I'll leave this up. I don't know if I want to hold this break even or not. Okay. Take a little bit more off here. I'm gonna hold the rest break even. I'm not gonna hold this down again. I'm gonna see if we can take these two contracts a little bit higher here, but I don't even know if I want two contracts. I'm gonna take half off. Yeah, we're gonna get out. We made money, but we're about flat on the day, honestly. What is this level? 30.5. Let me see if 30.5 bounces. I'm gonna start taking one contract positions because I think we're gonna bounce, but I don't trust it enough to take larger size. Yeah, 30.5 propping it up right now. I'll add to this if it goes up much more, but not if it doesn't. Yeah, I should have held that long for sure, but it's all right. Risk management. I mean, I gotta build up a small cushion first before I take larger risks. Dead cat probably right here. I'm gonna get out. I'm green all the day now, but like, I probably took a little bit too much risk to go green. Honestly, I think per my rules, just a little bit too much risk. Let me see what we're up on the day. Yeah, we're up small. Too much risk. 30.5 whole dollar number held us. In 9 minutes, we have ISM manufacturing PMI data as well. Let me put a timer up. Here's the short-term moving average right here at 582s. That 30.5 level held really strong, so the long there made sense. Y'all red or green on the day? Fire sale? This could be a dead cat bounce. But Nvidia fell all the way down to 216s. That's really what's driving this is chips. TSM dumped at the open. Nvidia dumped at the open. AMD was less red, but still red. All right, look, we'll put the timer for ISM data up here. Hold on. Still, Bull's getting back control now. Green, red, big red. I'm green. Green by a little margin. Green. Big red. Green. Green for the day. Marvell dumped. I took that trade and I'm still on nice smash. Green like old hundreds. We're getting a big move up here. And this is the low volume area of the volume profile, so we're moving here. Dare I short this?
I don't know. Dare you?
If I do, it's like one contract, bro. I don't trust this at all. We're getting big, like big movement on both sides.
And I've been taking two at a time.
All right. 2000 green, nice ball, man. I'm out.
I'm 230 green.
Nice. You're doing better than me. 2.5. Nice, Mario. Thanks for the show, John. Hey, thanks, Blaze. Appreciate you joining us, brother. I followed you on X. I saw you create an X profile. I followed you, my friend. I'm going to short this one contract. I think this could be a dead cat bounce, so we continue down, but it's going to be small. I don't trust anything today. We're green, but we took too much risk to get here, and so I don't want to get myself in a situation like that. So one contract is enough. I know I'm wimpy compared to... Or am I? Alright, so we're enough green where I can add on this pullback retracement here. If we continue down some now. Follow through the downward side. Alright. There we go. Alright, I'm going to take one off there. Hold the rest. See if we keep breaking down here. I thought this could be a dead cat bounce, and it looks like it is. I'm going to get the rest out right there. Alright, so I have a cushion now where I can take larger size here. Guys, so I do have a cushion. I can take larger size. How much time do we have? We have 5 minutes before ISM data. Do I short into this bounce? I think a lot of people are. I think a lot of people are shorting into this. But because I think maybe the bears are still in control. This is just a dead cat, and then we continue down and go back down to lows. Maybe I should have shorted into that bounce. I missed it. I missed it, guys. Looks like it's gonna break down now. It's all right. Sly guy, green on 4 funded, red on 1, and 1 blown. So you kind of mix. That's all right. Which firm is y'all's favorite? Let me know.
And why?
Yeah, let me know why. Should have listened to the Dutch. You mean the German? $30,500, good support. Yeah, it's historical support. It's a big whole dollar number too. It's middle between 30 and 31. See how the news plays out. It still looks like a short, but there's not enough meat on the move here. I would target low of the days. We're too close to those now. Take profit trader and lucid daily payouts. Yeah, for sure. Take profit trader, no activation, daily payouts is dope. I like it. Coupon code BGT. Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
BGT.
Yeah. What was that, Britt? Was that BGT you said?
No, I was just coughing.
Yeah, that sounded like the most organic cough ever.
Yeah.
All right, guys. 3 minutes, really 2.5 minutes until ISM manufacturing PMI data goes live. ISM manufacturing. Let's see what we get today for this. The last data was weak. Still breaking down. Short thesis was right. All right, guys. Here we go. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Yeah. Gold. Here goes GameStop. I used to support Apex. I like their changes. End of day drawdowns. How is that a bad thing? If you're talking about the live stuff, I mean, that's a different story, but I think they tried to fix it. I like the fact that you can buy 5 bulk Apex accounts at a time. I think that's really useful. All right, guys, a minute and a half. A minute and a half. Marvell is up 45% in 2 days. All right, here we go. A minute and a half. I've lost 10 accounts this season. Hey, thank you for using the code, bro. I appreciate it. It helps keep our content free. Keep our content free.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And if you, I don't know what I was gonna say, but thanks.
Yeah. It's probably going down because somebody knows the PMI numbers. We had a couple different news releases. We have 1 minute until ISM PMI, but we had the ADP monthly report yesterday that showed stronger jobs than expected at 122 122,000 jobs for the month. That put in higher yields, made markets worry about higher inflation, higher rates for longer is what that made markets worried about. And so that's kind of the downward pressure we're seeing here is purely from that. Not purely, maybe purely is not the right word, but a lot of it's from the higher than expected ADP jobs report we got earlier in the day today at 8:15 market time. No trading day for me, maybe Friday. All right, guys, here we go. We have 15 seconds until the ADP, or I'm sorry, until the ISM data goes live. 15 seconds. ISM, we want to look at prices too. Prices might help or hurt the inflation print. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here's the report. All right, guys, ISM PMI stronger than expected, 54.5. Prices came in at 71.3, higher than last time. 55.4 came in, 53.7 expected. Factory orders also showed higher than expected at 4.8%. Business activity came in at stronger than expected at 57.7. Durables, excluding defense, came in at 8.1. Markets like this print, though. Stronger than expected services data. Stronger than expected services. Higher services prices, though. But the Nasdaq likes this print. Again, services data came in stronger than expected. PMI came in at 55.4 versus expected 53.7. And so here's the data release right here. We'll put it up on screen, but that's what the PMI data showed. And yeah, stronger than expected. Look at this big green candle from this report. Hey, thank you, G Moore, for the sub, brother. Thank you, dude. Yeah, it was stronger than expected. Honestly, though, it was stronger than expected for services PMI. That might make markets still nervous about high yields. No? Like, let's see what yields are doing in this report. So maybe we could reverse back down, and maybe I'll short. Let me see what this market's doing. Nasdaq's dropping on high PMI. The yields are actually down. Maybe the price being slightly higher, but not as high as people think, is what this is. Tempted to short. All right, I'm doing it. I'm shorting. All right, we're in short. We're about flat here. Small size, we'll add to it if it goes in my favor more. Take a risk. We got a cushion on the day, so today's the day where we're going to take more risk. PMI data was stronger than expected, though. There we go. Okay. So add some more to this if it continues down. I don't like this retracement back up, but we're going to give it some time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we got booted out of the trade. We're still green on the day now, but I don't know if I want to short into this. We get up to 680s, I really don't like it. We took a risk, but we did protect ourselves some and took profits originally and then got stopped out the rest. So we got a little baby contract here. We could let this one work a little bit longer. Problem is we might move quick up to like 660s. That's the problem. talk your friend of 6 years out of shorting. Dude, I'm a bear today, bro. Look, these are the greatest bears of all time right here. You want to see them? Look, these are them right here. All right. The greatest bears of all time. Look at those guys. You know. Their name rings in the short streets. These guys right there. All right. Get out now? Dude, I'm not freaking leaving, bro. I'm not freaking leaving. Why do you have a bear on the wall? Because of respect. Respect. Bro, I made most of my money. Actually, I made most of my money going long today. My bear at heart. We still have a cushion on the day, though. Let me see what we got right now. Yeah, we're still green. That's why we trade small until we build up a big cushion, and then if we lose after we build up a cushion, we're kind of back to break even, which is kind of, now we're still green, but like not as green as we were. Here we go. That was a quick little retracement though. Don't get balled up, retracement. Come back down to your home. All right, I'm getting out of that. That was like a bear trap. We're still very green on the. Or not very green. We're green on the day, but not by a lot. But as soon as we whipped back up there, I'm getting out. We gave it a chance. Feds Williams says higher energy prices are driving up costs and inflation. Inflation has increased significantly. Says the job market is strong. Economy is growing strongly, around 2%. The job market is stable. Rising energy costs are increasing inflation and expenses. Hey, thank you for the sub, my friends. Yeah, Williams talking. I don't know if they're going to be... Again, I'm still green on the day. So anybody trying to get too mad at me, I'm still pretty green. Is it really green? No, we took a risk once we built up a larger cushion and then lost. So that's how it goes. Like, you build up a cushion, you take a swing, you lose, you're back down to break even or slightly green, and it's not the end of the world. And then you got to scale down your size, and then do the whole thing over again if you need to. I do like a short on a bounce here, though. I don't know if I'm going to take it. Where's the oil? Oil is not really moving with the rest of the market here, though.
I lost a bunch of my profit too. I'm still green, but I lost a lot of it.
Yeah, that's how it goes, I think.
I'm not happy about it though.
I mean, I'm not really mad about anything. I'm okay with my small green on the day. We might make more. We gotta trade small though until we build up another larger cushion. We dropped a lot at the open. I just don't know if that downward pressure is going to continue now. We'll see. We're kind of whipping back and forth. The last like 5 minutes kind of sucks in price action.
Yeah, that's what cost me a bunch of money.
Yeah, that's how it goes, though. You know. Nvidia's right at the lows of the day. It might bounce. We'll see. Just kind of get a whippy price action now.
How do you withdraw on Lucid, John? Is it cycle or daily?
All right, I just took another trade here. Hold on. I'll show you guys the trade real quick. But I gotta start to kind of cut some of this. I'll hold the rest close to break even. Still rejecting at that 50 level though. Yeah, this is a Lucid funded account. This is a 150K funded account. Again, if you want to check out Lucid, great way to help support the channel. If you haven't used your 50% off, you can still use it on Lucid. You can use it twice. I would go with direct to funded because you can get the one I got for 420 bucks, which is a really cheap amount for a 150K direct to funded account. You can only use it twice though. But if you want to check it out, there's the link. I'll go ahead and cut the rest break even. We're really nicely green now though on the day. We're up $333 on the day. So the question is now, do I take a larger risk or... And since it's sim funded, it does say a demo. It does say demo here, but it's a sim funded 150K funded account on Lucid. You can see we're currently up about $1,100 on this thing. I'm trying to build up cushion. I think I could probably take more risks now though. I just don't know if I want to short this now. It might move quickly up to 370s and then we're back in the high volume node. So I don't, point of controls here at the VWAP. What do you guys think? Long or short right now? William says Fed will need to respond if conditions change. The VWAP's right here, but it's right at the point of control, which means we get up there, it could rip past it. Marvell climbing back out of it. Nvidia's still at the lows. AMD did bounce though. Go short now. I mean, we're right at the point of control though. Like, I don't necessarily like it right here. I think we could reject a VWAP and continue down in the downward trend, but we have rebounded a lot from the really like deep red open that we had. So I don't know about that. We'll see. Hey, thank you for the sub, Will. Appreciate it, bro. Alex says short this now. I don't know, dude. I mean, we're right at the VWAP. I don't hate a VWAP short right here. Break and hold over 680. Yeah, 680 is the point of control. Marvel, I had 2 gap ups. Why does it say I have 850 people here? Where do we get a jump of that many people? That's weird.
What do you mean?
A second ago it said 790. Has YouTube been weird where if you look at the stream, it doesn't show you how many people are watching it? It used to show how many people are watching it. Now it shows blank.
I mean, showing me.
Wait, don't we have a... Yeah, so look, we're over the point of control now. Like I said, that's why I didn't want to show it the VWAP. It might continue up, I'm not sure. Rubio says, hopefully Israel-Lebanon meeting Wednesday will produce joint statement and action plan. So Rubio just said that. That might make people optimistic about a meeting Wednesday between them two. Yeah, now we're over the point of control, and we're in a really choppy area of the volume profile, so I don't want to go short here, guys. I hope inflation's lower next year. Regarding Fed Williams talking about inflation's going to be lower. Yeah, here's the 200 EMA, but we're the high volume node. Could be a great short entry. $200 EMA right reject us. We also have 7,000, or we have 30,700 right here. A whole dollar number. I just don't like it as much now. We got a very large cushion on the day though, so if we want to take more risk, we can. I just gotta find something I like. I don't like where we're at now because the VWAP's right below us, the 200 EMA is right above us, so we're kind of, and we're in a high volume area. So I don't want to take any positions here because I think it could just chop between these two and keep going up to like 730, 740s and then back down to 680. So unless I'm gonna short like 730s, 750s maybe, and then ride it down to 680s, I don't really like it personally, but it could reject at the 200 exponential and break down, but it's too ambiguous for me. All right, I pull up something here. That's weird. Pull this back up. Got scared and closed my longs too early. Is he really, Jeremy? Right now? Yeah. Y'all be careful. Yeah, there's a red candle. Let's see what that means. Got retraced and bought back up though. See, then my viewership jumped up to 715s right now. Yeah, something's weird with the viewership on YouTube. Now it's showing 717s. It just showed 660s a minute ago.
Yeah, it's a lot of people cycling in and out.
Yeah, I do see Netanyahu speaking right now. Need a way to get out nuclear material from Iran, not getting into details on Trump comments on the call. Trump has been the greatest friend Israel has had in the White House. Relationship with him hasn't shifted. Sometimes we have tactical disagreements, but we work them out. We agree on many things regarding Iran. I'm not going to trade this right now. Bassett says Trump tax bill averted over $5 billion increase in taxes. Yeah, now it's showing 733. Weird. What are you guys showing for my viewers right now? I'm showing 733.
Let me refresh just to make sure. But
did any of you guys just join the stream? If so, why? 732, 733.
I'm showing 728.
733, 754. 721. Okay. Yeah. Who just joined the stream? Show yourselves. Who entered my dungeon here? Show yourselves. Yeah, we're in the point of control right now. I can't really trade this. We're just chopping back and forth. Nettie, which I think I'm going to refer to him as that from now on, is speaking right now on CNBC. And so I don't know why. We lurk. You definitely lurk. Hey, nice, Leo. I just passed a Tradeify eval. Nice, brother.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's great. Tradeify's got some great rules, too. Some great rules. Take Profit does as well. Take Profit daily withdrawals, no activation fee. Tradeify's kind of got the cheapest direct to funded accounts outside of that Lucid 50% sale. Code BGT, cough, cough, you know. Anybody feel like gold's gonna get repriced violently? Trading from JA. Forgive me, but what is JA? Alright, Nasdaq up a little bit here. Yeah, see, we're kind of wiggling right now between the 200 EMA and the VWAP right here. High volume node as well. Point of controls right here. So I can't really mess with this. It's just not a good time to take a trend. Jamaica. Oh, my friend. Hey, welcome, brother. Welcome. Where are you guys trading from this morning?
Right behind you.
Alright, look at this drop, though. Look at this candle. Naples, Florida. What's up, Leo? Missouri? Deutschland? New York City. LA. What's up, guys? We get a real move under the VWAP. I don't hate it, but until we get past the POC and get past this high volume area, I can't really mess with this. Austin Hill County, Liverpool, UK. John's Attic. Romania. Tampa. Mom's basement. South Carolina. What's up, brother? EIA report in 6 minutes. Yeah, I'm watching it. Toronto, what's up, friends? Cape Town, what's up, Wayfair? Where am I located? I'm in Houston, Texas, brother. I teleport, I can feel that. Thailand. The Evergreen State. I'm John's neighbor. I've been having problems with one of my neighbors, dude.
I was about to say, you better hope not.
Yeah. Hey, bro. We're pretty easy
if you
neighbors.
If you are, how dare you?
Like, we're not loud neighbors. We got two shepherds that bark. Oh, you can't really do anything about shepherds barking. They're gonna bark, dude. Just deal with it. And honestly, a lot of the time, our neighbor's yappy dog runs up and barks at our dogs first. And so our dog's barking is kind of like a response bark. They're like, oh, you're barking at me? We'll eat you, little dog. But then they complain when our dogs bark back, right? You know they're old and they just don't have anything else to do, right? They're just sitting there, nothing else to do. Maybe they're unhappy. They're just trying to find an outlet for that. And, you know, our dog's barking is the outlet. Like, you know that's what it is. Anyways, 4 minutes left before the EIA report. Edmonton, H-Town, Rome. Nice, Lawrence. Why not keep your dogs indoors? Well, we could, but they're two decent-sized shepherds, German shepherds. So, like, we keep them inside most of the time, but they're going to be outside sometimes. That's how it goes.
Well, I mean, like, dogs, just like people, need, you know, some fresh air and some sunlight. It's good for you.
Right.
Like,
you can't keep them
it's
inside
not fair.
all the
It's
time.
not fair to. Yeah, it's not fair to keep a dog cooped up.
Of course not. Yeah.
And also, they don't bark all the time. They barely even bark when they're outside, honestly.
They really do. It's only if the other little yappy dogs bark at ours. All right, Nasdaq's starting to head back up here. We do have this oil report going live in 3 minutes.
Belgium. I want to go to Bruges. Ever since I saw the movie In Bruges, Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson. Great movie. Funny.
Netanyahu's still speaking. He said, when we fight Iran proxies, we're fighting U.S.'s war and Europe's war. Iran's regime is a lot weaker now. All right, guys. So we're going to see what this oil report does to markets. Oil's back up to $95 a barrel. What's up, Robert? Hey, welcome, brother. Dude, you couldn't catch me on a cruise ship right now. No offense, Robert. I'm not getting on a cruise.
I'm not.
There's just been some bad cruise news. That rhymed. That's been out recently. There's just been some bad news. You're not finding me on a cruise ship.
Oh, like the people that got off and then started. Well, I don't know what everybody came down with, but started spreading that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to get into it. But bad cruise news lately.
Yeah.
All right, guys, here we go. Here's the oil report in 2 minutes.
I just don't want to get on a boat that's just overcrowded with people. That's all.
Yeah, and you're stuck on it. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, crowds are just not my thing.
Plus, I get seasick. So, all right, we're at
I don't think
700s
that
right now. Here's 700 level. Let's see what this oil report does to markets. Let's see. 1 minute for the oil report.
Do you have any predictions, John?
I'm not like really good at like. I'm looking at the reports, but I'm not really good at like.
Predicting them.
predicting them. No, not the oil reports. It's not my forte, you know.
I think it's pronounced fort.
It is. That's right. All right, so we're in the high volume node again. I'm waiting for it to get past this, but this is why we stopped trading when we got here. We traded this a lot, and we're up 300 plus on the day. I want to take more risks today, but I can't really because we're in the high volume node. We're starting to put past it, though. Hold on real quick. Data's coming out in 30 seconds. We'll see what it shows. I see the crude oil inventories are expected at negative 2.9 mil. Negative 2.9 mil. So we'll see if we hold in that regard. Negative 2.9 mil. Last time was negative 3.32 million. So here we go. Here's the report in 15 seconds. All right, market's pushing up here, though. Look at this. All right, here's the report. 5 seconds. Is this some insider knowledge here? Look at this green candle. And here goes the crude oil inventories report. It showed up at negative 7.97 mil. Negative 7.97 mil crude oil inventories. Much more negative than the negative 2.9 expected. So negative 7.97 million here. Negative 7.97 million versus negative 2.9 million expected for crude oil inventories.
Wow.
EIA refinery crude is negative 0.09 million versus a positive one last time. Crude oil imports is negative 249 million versus 0.36 million positive last time. So let's see what the market does. We're past the high volume node, though. We're almost not quite past it. Market's euphoric right now. Call options. Calls or puts right now. Long or short, calls or puts. Puts, calls, New Zealand. Andy, you're a little bit behind, my friend. This music is probably not it. No? You don't think this music is it? I see mostly, we're pretty split down the middle. Sell calls, calls, puts, puts, calls, puts. Mostly puts, it looks like, but I'm using Trade-Evade with Lucid. I'm using Trade-Evade with Lucid right now. I'm kind of bullish, but we've basically filled the whole gap that we made at the opening downward pressure move. So I'm tempted to buy this, but we'll start small here. We have a cushion on the day.
This is where I suck in these tighter patterns.
I'm basically betting that we're going to break past the higher volume node, but it's a risky bet, but we're going to start small because of that. We're already very green on the day, so we can be pretty tight with this still and just get in really small here and see what happens. And if it runs up big, great, we'll have a larger win. If it doesn't, then we'll have a small loss and it'll be okay.
Well, if I don't change something pretty quickly, I'm going to end up red on the day. It sucks.
Yeah, but part of trading is you got to kind of accept losing days. Part of the game.
I will never accept it. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I get it.
You're going to lose a lot of counts then, you know? Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm not doing horrible. Like I said, I just keep kind of like, I'm kind of stuck in the same range on my eval that, you know, I keep just kind of staying in the same area.
Yeah, I mean, what happens a lot that causes people to just get accounts destroyed, though, is that they refuse to accept a losing day, and they just cut a double, triple, quadruple their size, and it goes against them and keeps dropping, and then they destroy their account that way. Like, that's pretty common.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's part of it.
That makes sense. I mean, I'm not down much. I'm like 35 red right now. It's not terrible, but
yeah,
could be much worse. I'm not good at reading the patterns, but at least I'm pretty good at cutting my losses.
Yeah, that's a good skill for sure. Yeah, this. Hold on, real quick. I had to get out just now. Whatever that was, stop me out. I'm in the high volume node. I probably deserved it. We're still up. What are we up right now? We are up 270 on the day.
Oh, this might be part of. Israel is ready to resume full-scale escalation.
Opening Strait of Hormuz is possible militarily, is what they just said. That's probably what made this market move. So Rubio said prospects don't look good for Russia and Ukraine. But Netanyahu said opening the Strait of Hormuz is possible militarily. That's what just happened.
The thing is, I don't think the Russia-Ukraine thing will resolve until one side or the other is willing to concede the Donbass region.
Yeah, Nvidia just cracked lows down to 215. Sorry, Brick, go ahead. My bad, dude. I cut you off.
No, it's okay. I was just saying I don't think it's going to stop until one side is willing to concede the eastern section of Ukraine, the Donbass region, where most of the ethnic Russians in Ukraine live. And I don't think either side is willing to do that.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Boss, I think it is. I might be saying it a little wrong, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
Why did I sell here? I sold because we broke under the 200 exponential and under 30.7. So we're in the high volume node. I probably shouldn't have been in that trade to begin with.
Are you apologizing, Light Chaser? I mean, I wasn't talking one way or the other, honestly.
All right, look at this red starting to show up here. Nettie just said Israel and U.S. forces are ready if needed in Iran. I use a bunch of different sources. Push. I use a lot of different sources, to be honest. U.S. petroleum stocks fall to the lowest level since May of 2025. Looks like I cut it in time too because we started dropping afterwards. The VWAP might prop us up. We're back to the point of control here though. Just look at this drop. So I'll get back in short. We get under 660s and rebound back up there, but we'd have to get down here and then rebound back up to 660s. These are my stats on the day just to show you guys so far. What does Tradeovate do it? Sometimes you click the button where you're like, look at today's stats and nothing comes out. Come on, Tradeovate.
Yeah, I know it takes a little while to update. I've been doing that to track my, but it takes a minute.
Yeah, Nasdaq and oil have been moving with each other for sure. Yeah, look, here's a big bounce back. We're still in the high volume area here, right around the point of control.
Yeah. And that high volume area trading is what gives me the most trouble, which I mean, I guess makes sense.
Well, that's what you avoid. Yeah, that's when it's the choppiest.
Yeah.
It's the most balanced.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Says Iran has not yet agreed to get nuclear material out, but there is pressure building. Yeah, look, we're right back up here. Kind of chopping around the VWAP. Nvidia just rebounded pretty fast too. What do you guys think? Long or short here? I don't know. I really don't know. I need 133 to break even today. You don't have to win back your losses though, Light Chaser. Clean trend, clean price action today, resulting in huge profits. I only lose on sudden headlines that rapidly change. Yeah, that's kind of common nowadays. Yeah, I mean, I'm up a pretty decent amount, Tariq, as well. I'm trying to take larger risks now to have a big winning day, but Fitch Ratings revises global airports outlook to deteriorating on the conflict disruption. Long 100%. Excuse me.
Good.
Yeah, it looks like consolidation. Nettie's still speaking. Short consolidation. Try S&P longs. Oil starting to move back up though. At 95.3s. Probably moving on his comments. Let's look at our poll. What did our poll ask? We get a rate hike this year. Pretty split, 51-49. Yes, no's. The Russell or IWM longs have great risk to reward ratios. Yeah, but the Russell looks like the Nasdaq right now in terms of what it did. It dropped a lot at the open, pushed back up, sitting right now just under the VWAP. Very similar to the Nasdaq today. S&P doing a similar thing. We dropped. It still looks bearish. Looks like a bear flag a little bit, but Nvidia still pops back though. That's kind of what's propping it up right now. Who's BB? Steve. Chad, who do you guys think BB is? Let me know.
No, dude.
Could it be Boomer Buys? I don't know what BB stands for. BB King? Why is Nettie BB? Baby Boomer? Is that his nickname? I don't know. Somebody explain that to me. I don't know. I don't really follow that like that. Blackberry? Betty Poop? Me?
What are you talking? It's Netanyahu.
I know. I don't know. I guess so. Nasdaq started to jump here though. Look at the Nasdaq here. Hold on. Nasdaq still heading up.
Wait, were you talking about somebody in the chat or somebody else, something else?
I was responding to what was I responding to? I was responding to Steve.
Let's see.
Oh, Habibi? Is that what it
Yeah,
means?
it's Habibi. It's I I watched a documentary about him, but I don't remember where the nickname came from. I mean,
Oh yeah.
obviously Benjamin's part of it, but
That's what it is. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm trying to stream a little bit longer. Do you guys prefer me streaming longer like this? Yeah, I don't even know. I didn't even know that was his name.
you didn't know his name was Benjamin?
I didn't know this nickname was BB.
Oh yeah. I didn't know where it came from, but I knew that was his nickname.
Nvidia dropping, Nasdaq falling back down some here. Yeah, look at this drop real quick though. Hold on, look. Hold on. We just hit 700s again. Stream longer, please. BGT is cooler. Yeah, BGT definitely would have been a better nickname. You know. But only if Carol's okay with it. Carol doesn't care what time I stream anymore. Dahlia says AI bubble will burst eventually. Warsh has brought on Paul Winfrey and Daniel Heil as interim advisors at the central bank. I want to trade today, but I'm so freaking tired. I don't think I'm going to. Market is consolidating before the next move. I am biased along the markets except for SanDisk. I missed 2,000 profit today. Yeah, I missed buying Amazon in 2005, but you know, hindsight's 2020, brother. Hey, what's up, good news? What's up, Chris Barnes? So much for ES longs, done for the day. Hit my max loss. Yeah, I mean, we're choppy. We're in the high volume node right now. There's just not much going on here. I'm trying to stick around a little bit longer, but this trading sucks, guys. I sold 10 micro Nasdaqs at 1,000 profit. Should have held 30 minutes longer. Please play Creed. Dude, I can't play that type of stuff on my stream, bro. I like
One
Creed.
last breath.
You know, I like Creed, kind of. I like most of their songs, or some of their songs, I should say.
I like a lot of their stuff.
Yeah.
I like Nickelback better though, and I don't care if everybody hates them. I still like them. They put out some great songs.
Nickelback had some bangers, bro. They had some bangers, dude.
I think everybody just hated them because they put out so many good songs that they kind of became oversaturated.
They did. They played the songs too much to a point where like everybody heard him so much now they're tired of him, right? Like that's what happened.
Yeah. Honestly, I like their their later albums better, like the ones that didn't get as much radio hype.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Lullaby and stuff like that.
Yeah, we have I forgot we have Broadcom earnings after the closing bell today. Strategy is cheap. Broadcom should be a market mover for tomorrow after earnings today. Yeah. Depends on what the earnings show up as, but yeah. Relevant, for sure. Broadcom's relevant. It's a big stock now.
You call him basic.
Look at this graph. Yeah.
That was mildly funny when it came out to me, I guess. Y'all are hating on my formative years.
Look, the millennials showing up now that we're talking about Nickelback. You know, they're showing up in the chat. They're like, "Hey, you know, it's like their bat signal." They're like, "Nickelback, what?" Like, I'm here now. What did you guys say? All right, Nasdaq started to come down here. We're at 690s.
Strategy and Metaplanet will print millionaires.
They can print me some millions.
I know, dude.
I'm trying to see why the market's falling down some. Did somebody say something here? Hold on. Markets are not wrong, he says. You calling a millennial, pal? That's right, y'all are boomers in the chat, I forgot.
I do say Hero can save us. Yeah, but to be fair, that was Chad Kroger and Josie Scott from Saliva.
Yeah, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna specify a specific member designation for my YouTube channel called the Boomers. Nasdaq starting to pull back down here some. We get under this level, I will short. Let's see.
I have an offshoot channel called the Boom Tube.
Yeah.
I just decided to accept my losses for the day. I'm not taking any more chances.
Start a stock pick channel called Boomer Rumors. You know. It took me a while. I was sitting there trying to think. I was like, what rhymes with boomer? You know. All right. Let's get a boomer segment. Term is zennial. I'm not a zennial. I was born later.
Yeah, me too.
Nasdaq starting to fall here. Let's see. I will short. We get down under 660 and then rebound back up, but this almost looks catalyst driven. Maybe look at this drop.
Netanyahu says, well, I mean, that was 4 minutes ago, but Netanyahu says Israel has huge investment opportunities.
Yeah, I don't know if that's this.
No, probably not, but I'm just reading them anyway, just because it might be pertinent.
Nvidia's moving back. Or sorry, go ahead, finish.
Okay, he stated that a decision must be made on when to act in Gaza, and the type of action will be determined with a peace board.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't think it's affecting markets, but I mean, it is at least relevant.
Yeah, for sure.
A little bit.
No, for sure. We went under 660s, and then we started to bounce back. Volume profile is pretty simple. Like a beginner explanation is like this is the highest volume area. So what happens when we get into the high volume area? We chop. It's the most balanced, right? So we have the most rangy price action. We trend when we break over or under this level here. So we get underneath it. Like, look, you can kind of see here. Boom. We broke down a lot. We trended up a lot. You know, same thing with above us. But right now we're in the high volume area where it's the most choppy and balanced. Hola. I'm buying the liquidity grab on the Nasdaq. Look at this move up here. So we just broke underneath it. Liquidity grab back up. We'll see what happens though. It's a big red. That's a big green candle. It's somewhat big. We're still right back into the volume. So I think the move would be long here, expecting us to maybe retrace back up to the higher end of it. But I'm not telling you what to do. I don't know. Where's Bitcoin at? Bitcoin's up to 66.8. And again, guys, you want to help support the channel, check out Lucid. You can also check out Tradeify. Tradeify has the cheapest directed funded, but again, looking at Lucid here, let me find. If you haven't used it yet, you can get a direct funded account for 50% off. You got two uses, right? So if you haven't used the 50% off, code BGT will get it to you. What I'm trading on right now is a direct funded Lucid 150K account. I got it for $420 with my 50% off, right? So gives you a 150K direct funded account, max loss 5,000, end of day drawdown. You can use 10 minis or 100 micros. Micro scaling's allowed on Lucid, which is really nice. You can see 10-to-1 micro scaling, 90-10 split. I just like Lucid a lot. If you look at Tradeify, and again, you can use coupon code BGT. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. If you look at Tradeify here, let me show you. Outside of that deal, Tradeify has some of the cheaper directed fundeds. So you can look at Lightning Instant Funded, $224 right now for a 25K directed funded. So that's a pretty good deal. Like outside of that 50%, this is one of the better, you know. It's one of the better deals for directed funded accounts. And they both have pretty reasonable rules. Yeah, look, you can kind of see we went right up to this $700 level here, which is consistently acting as resistance. If you want to check out Tradeify, you can check out the link in the description. Code BGT will get you those discounts though. Shameless plug. I'm an affiliate of that. I get paid by them, so. But it helps keep the stream free, and we appreciate it.
Yes, it helps out, and have some fun trading.
Yeah. I'm not knocking Nickelback. I actually like them. My wife. And Love You remind me. Yeah. Yeah, we're just so choppy right now. Let's see what 11 o'clock does us. There's really just been no trend here. Gamble at 700. Also, give me a follow on x.com at beginner trades. Every day we do this morning market brief here, right? So if you look at this, every day we do this morning market brief where you can kind of see, we talk about everything going on, where the tape is right now, where Brent crude is, where oil is, what happened overnight, oil, where Tuesday closed, other stock movements, big winners of the day and week, economic reports, Bitcoin and trends, today's economic data calendar, stocks to watch, earnings, IPOs. We give you a brief of all of it, and we kind of consolidate it into like this type of poster here every single day. So give me a follow at Beginner Trades on X. It's educational. You can also join our Discord. We posted that same thing in Discord every morning before we start the stream. So
it's a very nice, tight, concise, quick read. Get you up to date real quick.
Yep. And then tomorrow we got jobless claims, right? What do we have tomorrow? Tomorrow we have jobless claims. Yeah, just jobless claims. Last time it showed up at 215 was elevated. And then Friday we have the actual payroll report. So
that'll be interesting.
Yeah. Brit crude.
I'm not crude. What did I say?
You want to know what Brit looks like? This is Brit right here. There's a big question like what Brit looks like. This is him right here. That's him right here. Nasdaq still breaking down. Sorry, that's Bert from Bert and Ernie. Just to clarify.
Hey, dude, if I'm Bert, you're Ernie.
Is that Ernie? Did I get it wrong? I thought that was Bert. I don't know. I typed in Bert on Google. I don't know the difference.
No, Bert is the yellow one.
He's got the same eyebrows, bro. He's got this right here,
Well,
yeah, that's him.
What are you doing, Bert? Ernie had kind of the froggy voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little bit like Jim Henson,
Yeah.
Kermit the Frog.
Hey, look, we're breaking down under 660s here. This is where I said I would short if we get a bounce back higher here. Let me see if any news is coming out real quick. I was going to close it down at 10. Or at 11 o'clock market time. Yeah, same hair, same eyebrows.
Thanks, John.
Let's see if we get a bounce. Here's 660 again. I'm tempted to long.
Actually, it's much better here. Used to have nice long flowing locks and then shaved it. But what's going on, John? Sorry,
I just jumped in a short here. We'll finish. I like the volume profile aspect of this, but we got to keep breaking down. I'll add more to it as it goes in my favor here. Very small trade. It's late in the day. It's lunchtime now, basically. I'll add some to this too. Yeah, we're gonna take our risk trade now. We got a cushion built up, so we have a little bit more justification in it. There we go. Nice. Take some off here. We'll hold the rest. I don't know, Nvidia's starting to bounce up. That's the only thing going against me right now. Nasdaq's still breaking down, but Nvidia's kind of creeping back up here, so. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. I think we're still green on this trade, though. Let me see. Not really anymore. I'm gonna give this level one time to reject it right here. Back to the high volume area. I'm gonna get out. We took a swing. It's just faking it out. I'm gonna close it down now, guys. I appreciate the love, but I'm gonna get out of here. Just not worth keep pushing. Too much risk and like hammering it in like that. So I'm gonna bow out for the day. We're very, very green on the day, by the way. We built up a very large cushion. You know, up hundreds on the day, but every time we tried to follow it up with larger size and more risk, we just kind of got beat up. Let me make sure there's nothing going on.
Besant predicts inflation will be a temporary issue.
Inflation's going to be a short-term blip. Yeah, I see that.
All right, yeah. Responding to Hormuz transits with regional attacks.
Yeah, that's probably what everything is. All right, guys, I'm going to cut out of here. Y'all be safe. Have a great day. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us longer today, guys. So thanks so much. Again, you want to help support the channel, use coupon code BGT. Remember, Apex has their 5-bundle deal going on right now. So with Apex, you can now buy 5 at a time. Cheapest accounts, if you buy the 5-pack bundle, are like $17 each. Very cheap if you want cheap evals. Check them out, and I appreciate the love. Thanks so much. You can use it on Lucid, Tradeify, Apex, Take Profit Traders, great. Daily payouts, no activation fee on Take Profit also. Yeah, I appreciate the love, guys. Thanks so much. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Y'all be good.
I'll have a good one, everybody. We're taking our ball and going home. Y'all have fun.
Yep. Later, chat.